going on, Packer fans? Welcome into the Green Bay Packers Report. We are live for Week 18 Packers, Minnesota Vikings in U.S. Bank Stadium. And this one is going to be a fun one, I think. I don't know. A lot of players sitting, a lot of players resting. Total over-under, it looks like a preseason game at 36.5 points. Vikings are 6.5-point favorites. Clayton Tune will be your starting quarterback. But, hey, we're going to have fun watching this one together because guess what? It does not matter. You have locked up a spot in the playoffs. Honestly, the biggest game for Packers fans today, those are going on at 3:25 p.m. The ones where you find out whether you'll play Chicago or whether you'll play Philadelphia in the first round of the playoffs. We'll keep you up to date on that as the day goes on. But it is our final regular season watch party. So thankful for all of you guys who are already in the chat, hanging out with us. I'm thankful for all of you guys who have been hanging out with us all season long. This is our 16th watch party. Gage and I have been bringing the heat for you. Y'all brought the heat for us, and for that we are grateful. Speaking of bringing the heat early, our main man, Fatal Massacre, came with a $10 super chat, giving us a da-da, da-da-da-da, go, Pack, go, da-da, da-da-da-da, go, Pack, go. We thank you so much, my main man, Fatal Massacre, for that $10 super chat. Fatal's been a real one all season long, and he has started us off hot, which means he is going to be able to spin that raffle ticket wheel with a chance to win something around 40 raffle tickets for that $10 super chat. More on this in a little bit, but we will be raffling off in the month of January a Packers jersey of your choosing. So every single super chat goes to those raffle tickets, and the winner will get to tell me which Packers jersey they want, what size, where to ship it, and it will show up right at your doorstep. And Fatal Massacre is coming in early with some awesome, awesome raffle tickets. Theo says, I got Vikings winning because we have a third-string quarterback. Yes. Yes, we do. Tyler Barnett giving us a GPG. XX Sofa King Dope giving us a GPG, as is Time and the Buckeye. Fatal Massacre came in with another $10 super chat. That means we have 2 wheel spins for our main man, Fatal Massacre, as well, not just the one. We're getting those worked on right now. Gage is getting that up, my friend. Theo says, is Trayvon Diggs playing? Yes, Trayvon Diggs is playing today. Your newest Green Bay Packer signed him on Wednesday, New Year's Eve. He's going to be a guy I'm excited to see. I think I'm tampering expectations about seeing him. I don't want to get my hopes up too much because he hasn't played the best football this year. And even though the Green Bay Packers play a very, very similar style of defense coverage-wise, who knows? Maybe he just needs to get in a new place with new players, with a new coordinator to finally get back to that level that he was playing at just a couple of seasons ago. Techman says, did we sign Desmond Ridder? No, we did not sign Desmond Ridder. We signed Desmond Ridder, okay? So, yes, but no. And Desmond Ridder is not even playing today, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Jordan Love is the second-string quarterback. Clayton Tune is the first-string quarterback. So you may have just ended up signing Desmond Ridder for just absolutely nothing. We got 2 raffle spins for my main man, Fatal Massacre, to see how many raffle tickets he gets for that $10 super chat. Our first one is coming up right now. There we go. How many raffle tickets? He gets 2 of these. Is it going to be 30? It is 30. Fatal Massacre crushing it early with the 30 raffle tickets. Now he gets another spin. He got 30 with that first $10 super chat. How many is he getting with this one? Let's see. Looks like it might be 3. Regardless, 33 raffle tickets for a $20 super chat is pretty unbelievable. That's a fantastic deal. That's why the raffle ticket wheel is the best deal that we do. If you want the Green Bay Packers to end the 3-game losing streak that they are on, go ahead and type those GBs down below in the comment section. Give me those GBs for Green Bay right now. I need to see them. Everybody who spams those down below, I'm going to give you a shout-out. Shout-out YMCA. Shout-out Undefeated. Shout out Fatal Massacre again for another $10 super chat. Shout out Techman. Shout out Emmerich. Shout out Lisa, who asked, will Malik Willis play quarterback today? No. Malik Willis is inactive. We'll give you guys a list of all of the Packers that will not be suited up today. We got YMCA, Emmerich, Theo, Techman, Undefeated, Ryan. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. There's no way that just 6 people want the Green Bay Packers to end that losing streak. Keep it going down below in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Get those GBs down below. Look, I get that this game does not necessarily impact your playoff seed. Okay? And there's no necessarily about it. You could lose this game by 300 and you would still be in the 7th seed. Okay? This game affects nothing with the playoffs, with the results. However, I will say this. I would rather go into the playoffs riding a 1-game winning streak than riding a 4-game losing streak. To me, there is value in that. Now, is it enough value to play your starters? No, I don't believe so. Because what I believe is even better value than going in with a 1-game winning streak is basically going into the first week of the playoffs with a bye. And that's what you are doing because you're resting your starters. A lot of these guys will not be playing today, meaning it feels like a de facto bye week for a lot of these starting Packer players. So that way when they are playing next week, whether it's against Chicago, whether it's against Philadelphia, it feels like a first game after a bye week. Feels like a nice little bit of time off. My main man, Fatal, we'll get that super chat up here in just a second. He's rolling in with a $10 super. Starting us off in a very, very big way. Shout out to him. We got another raffle ticket wheel to spin for Fatal. He got 30 on the first one he did. He then got 3 on the second. So he has sent in $20 that's been raffled. Got him 33 tickets. Now he'll get another $10 in, which means we got to do another raffle spin. How many will he get? No worries, Theo. Truly, no worries whatsoever. We just appreciate you guys that are hanging out with us right now. Okay, let's spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1. Gage and I have that timing down like it's insane. Okay. 3 again. So, 36 tickets and $30 super chat. Still unbelievable. Reminder, at the end of January, or the final game of the season, we will be giving away a jersey. Emmerich says, can I get a shout out? I'm new here. Shout out to you, my main man. Appreciate you for hanging out with us. Welcome to the channel. We do this thing every single week. We actually do this thing daily. Daily Packers videos on the channel. Alrighty, real quickly, we've got to give a big shout out to the awesome sponsor of today's show. The reason you are watching it for 100% free, it's our great friends over at Underdog. Football season is almost over. It's almost on to the postseason. But Underdog is still the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. Do you want $75 in bonus entries? Well, you can get that when you download the app, use promo code Packers Report, and play your first $5. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Here is my Underdog lineup today. I usually go heavy Green Bay. However, feel like the Minnesota Vikings might dominate this one with all the starters that are rested. So here is my lineup. Higher on Justin Jefferson, 71.5 receiving yards. I took the higher on J.J. McCarthy, 1.5 passing touchdowns. I took the higher on Matthew Golden for half a receiving touchdown. Matthew Golden has caught a touchdown pass from Clayton Tune before. It was at the University of Houston. Feel like it might repeat itself today. Download the app and use promo code Packers Report to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That is promo code Packers Report. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing-good-terms_DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-367. All righty, where are you watching from today? Let us know down below in the chat where you are checking in from. We are high atop a very, very nice downtown Dallas, Texas. It was, yesterday, like 65 and sunny. It was a beautiful day. It's been a beautiful last few days here. Studio P, Chat Sports Studios, 21st floor, downtown Dallas, overlooking a beautiful skyline. We're having a lot of fun. We got an awesome day planned for you guys. Awesome watch party. Going to get to watch some good football. And then as soon as those 325 games are over, we're going to get you a video like this to tell you exactly who we are playing in the first round of the playoffs. Fatal Massacre says it's funny. If I win, I already know what jersey I would choose. My only question is, could it be past jersey? Like from a player Packers past. Yes, it could be. But, like, it can't be, it has to be it would have to be a notable Packers player from the past. Like, it couldn't be like an Anthony Morgan or something like that, or like a Chuck Cecil. Like it had to be somebody who, is a notorious older Packers player. My main man, Fatal. Who are you thinking of if you win? Let me know. Undefeated Ryan K is in New Jersey, my birth state. Theo is in Madison, Wisconsin. Techman is in Florida. Undefeated Ryan K says, let's go underdog. Let's go underdog. Make sure you guys download that app and use promo code Packers Report, $75 in bonus entries. My main man, Christian Malley, came in with a $5 or €5 super chat, 4:32 a.m. here in Germany on an early Sunday morning, about touchdown, and after the game 11 hours later, go to a soccer game. Hashtag go, Pack, go. Is there anybody that loves sports more than our main man, Christian Malley? He is up late or early every single stream. Like, I don't think there's been a stream that we have done that it has not at least been sometime in the AM for Christian Malley. Whether that's like midnight or whether that is like 4:32 in the morning. He was hanging out with us on New Year's Eve. Like, Christian Malley's the main man. Going to a soccer game later. What soccer game, Christian? Let us know. Thanks for those €5, my good friend. Fatal says, ooh, those would be, it says hi to everyone. Hashtag go Pack Go. I just came home from watching an ice hockey game in Frankfurt. Well, there we go. Yeah, I thought it wouldn't have made sense if it was 4:32 in the morning. Because what time is it in Germany? 6:18 p.m. Okay. Still, he's the real one. He's the main man. Hey, Christian, don't blame me for getting that wrong. Blame Gage. Hi to everyone. Go Pack Go. Just came home from watching an ice hockey game in Frankfurt. I didn't know ice hockey was big in Frankfurt. I guess that kind of makes sense. That's fun, though. That's awesome, Christian. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for those €5. Fatal says, I'm torn between Clay Matthews, Charles Woodson, or Reggie White. Ooh, all three of those would be good picks. I feel like you got to go the minister of defense, man. You got to go with Reggie White in that one. That would just be my opinion. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because he also played for Tennessee, but you get what I'm saying. Baraboo, Wisconsin. Nintendo Master saying, hey, Joey, what's going on, Mike? Kelly saying, what's up? What's going on, Kelly? Xbox fans watching from Green Bay. Nintendo saying, hey, Gage, hockey is big everywhere in Wisconsin. Even all the way in Germany. Absolutely love to see. The Badgers. How is the Badgers hockey team, Gage? They are? There we go. Nintendo Master says, I'm sick today. I'm sorry. I am just like getting over my sickness. Gage, I don't know if you ever felt under the weather over the past 2 weeks or if you've kind of skated by. Feels like everybody's kind of felt a little bit sick, myself included. My wife had the flu. Thankful I didn't get the flu, but I did get a little bit of a cold last week. I'm sure y'all heard it in my voice. Sending you a picture of the hockey game in your DMs later, Joey. There we go. Excited about it. Cold Smoke saying Alaska loves the Pack. I don't think I've ever met anybody that lives in or is from Alaska, Gage. He's met a few. You've been to Alaska? Well, then, yeah, you definitely have met some people that have lived in or are from Alaska because You went to Alaska. So that would make sense. Went ice climbing. My sister-in-law went ice climbing this past week. She was in Canada, funny enough. G-Man's in the house from New Mexico. What's going on, Gerard? Good to see you, my friend. All right, our Super Chat menu. Because, we always got to make sure we're giving you guys some kind of deals to give you guys some love for the donations that you do send in this channel. Fatal says, I love Alaska. I've worked a couple summers up there. Absolutely beautiful. Never been, always wanted to go. Truly. It looks absolutely beautiful. And being a kid that's from Dallas, Texas, it always seemed like it was on the absolute other side of the planet. But it also felt like the summers there would be a beautiful escape from 110 degrees. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. But hey, be cool. Our tailgate specials, $5. You get yourself a jersey raffle ticket. $10 like Fatal did. You get to spin the raffle ticket wheel. $20. You get to join the Biker Gang, which is our Packers Report Hall of Fame Helmet Club. Getting this thing filled up all season long. Looking to continue to get it filled up as we get into the postseason. You know what, Gage? Let's do a great deal. Let's make Packers Report Hall of Fame Club 15. Let's do that. How about it? I'm feeling generous. $15 for the Packers Report Hall of Fame Club. $50, 50 raffle tickets. And if we get to 100 during tailgate, Gage and I will do a boot race. We're 64 away from that. That's good. Good start. I've got a brand new Happy Dad I opened when we were in the middle of the ad read. If we get a 20 or more, I'll chug the rest of it. And it is very, very high. Okay? I'll tell you that. All righty. Guess what? We are 10 subs away from 23K, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we got 56 people watching. I don't know this for sure. I usually can say this with certainty. However, with 56 in here, I cannot be certain of this. I'm assuming that there are 10 people that are not subscribed. So I would really, really appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button. 9 more people. That's all we need to get. So that way we get to 23,000 subs. We have added 1,000 a week, I believe, Gage, over like the last 4 weeks. It has been unbelievable. In fact, that video we did on New Year's Eve, Gage, I think it did somewhere around that, maybe even more. 455. Pretty unreal. You guys have been unreal all season long. But make sure to keep subscribing. 8 subs away. We'll probably hit this up again later. Keep showing you guys that live count. Probably in like 10 minutes. We'll get some more people in here, and we can make sure that we can get it up a little bit higher. So that way we can cross to 23,000. Shout out my main man, Gabriel. Excited to see you tonight, my friend. Going to be a good one. Going to be a fun one. I can promise you that. There are additional ways to donate. If you do not want to donate via Venmo or Cash App or via Super Chat. If you guys did not know this, now you do. YouTube takes about 50% of our proceeds on Super Chats. A little bit less than that. Venmo, Cash App, we get to keep every single dollar of that donation to go to the channel, to go to the Packers Report, to go to the company. And so we actually prefer Venmo or Cash App. If there is a way you guys can donate via that direction, we're very, very appreciative. Shout out to Fatal for another $10 Super Chat. All donations go to the channel. First one to Venmo or Cash App today, I will give you double whatever your Venmo and Cash App is in raffle tickets. So if someone sends me on Venmo or Cash App a 10 or a 20, you'll get 20 or 40 raffle tickets. Someone sends me a $50 Venmo or Cash App, you will get 100 raffle tickets, okay? Only for the first one. First come, first serve. Of course, there are more ways to support us here than sending in donations. All those free ways we are very, 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 very appreciative of. So make sure, if you guys have not yet, you're liking the video, you're commenting down below, sharing your thoughts. Gage, if we can get that List 5 logo up, that you are doing all those things. And that's called being a real one here, okay? We really appreciate all the real ones, all the ones who are by our sides on the daily, that like every video, comment on every video, share every video. Like, you guys are the real ones. You guys are the reasons that we get to do what we're doing. So just know you're appreciated. You are loved. We really care for you guys. And thank you so much for letting us be able to do something that we dream to do, and we cannot believe we get to do it and get paid for it. So you guys are the real ones. So make sure to keep liking the video, commenting down below, and being a real one. Another 10 from our main man, Fatal Massacre. And another 10 for our main man, Fatal Massacre. Reminder, first person to send in a 20, I'll chug the Happy Dad, okay? I'll finish it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That means Fatal Gage gets 2 wheel spins right here. 2 more wheel spins for Fatal. He's gotten 36 raffle tickets and 3 wheel spins. But these 2 more, we'll see. They could even get him to 100. Let's see what happens. What's he going to get? He'd have to be very lucky to get to 100. Oh, my gosh, that's going to help. 40 raffle tickets for Fatal Massacre for our January jersey raffle. Wow. 40 more for Fatal. That is unbelievable. Good for him. And he still gets 1 more raffle spin or wheel spin. Let's do it. Come on, Fatal. Wow. 20. So he almost is at 100 already. Unbelievable stuff. This is, dude, these ticket spins or these wheel spins for $10 supers are just the best deal, best bang for your buck. But for 20, I'll chug the Happy Dad and I will give you 20 raffle tickets. How about that? Okay? How about that? We got 46 people in here. We got 30 likes. Pretty good number. Okay? Pretty dang good number. Let's keep on hitting that thumbs up button. Keep on liking the video. If you want to beat the Vikings, bang, like the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's try to get to 40 likes. We just need 9 more people to hit that like button. Let's get to 40 likes. Once we do get to 40 likes, I will give you my 5 keys to victory, even though you might not think this is a game that Green Bay is going to be able to win. We're still going to be acting like it. We're still going to be talking about it. That's still going to be the main focus on today's show. Say that again. Oh, great. Thanks, Scout. Engage for the instant reaction today. It's probably just going to be graphics and weigh-ins. And, yeah, we won't do a list 5 logo reveal, probably. Oh, golly. Just a reminder, this one coming from Rob Domofsky. The Green Bay Packers, Gage, could you guess how many roster moves they made this week? Thank you for blessing me, Ryan. Higher than 10. Higher than 15. Higher than 20, but it is 20-something. 23 roster moves. 23 roster moves. Jonathan Baldwin, Clayton Tune, Carson Barnhart, Tyron Herring, Desmond Ritter, Zane Anderson, Nate Hobbs, Jonathan Ford, Shamar Bartholomew, Jalen Simpson. That's 10. Damian Martinez, another Kamal Haddon, Jordan Riley move, Quentin Bohanna, Jacoby Keeney-James, Lacita Smith, Donovan Jennings, Savion Williams, Drake Dabney, Jamon Johnson, Trayvon Diggs, Mark Perry, McCallum Castles. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. We got another $10 super chat from Fatal Massacre. We're going to do the first 2 keys to victory, Gage, and then we'll go to that, okay? What are they at? Oh, they are? Yeah. Then let's put that up then after this. I didn't even think we'd have a chance. Let's go. All right, number 1, key to victory. Gage, we can just do then the score L3 to make it easier, so I have to do weigh-in 2. Number 1, you got to handle the blitz well. Look, it's going to be Clayton 2. Okay? That's going to be your starting quarterback. Clayton freaking 2. You better believe that, golly, his name blanked on me. Brian Flores, the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator, will be absolutely bringing the heat all game long because he already does it. That's just his MO. That's just what he does. He blitzes more than any other defensive coordinator in the game. He disguises his blitzes very well. He walks tons of people up to the line. Looks like it's just 4 defensive backs, 7 defensive linemen, half drop back into coverage. It is very, very hard to play against, especially for a guy who was on the practice squad 2 weeks ago. So Clayton Tune's got to handle the blitz well, meaning you probably got to run the football well. Number 2, you got to make J.J. McCarthy throw the ball. We thought going into this week it was going to be Max Brosmer, okay? That was kind of the consensus out of Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy is playing. And I still don't really trust in his ability to throw accurately with the football in his hands. So, that is a key to make him throw the football because he is going to turn the ball over to you. I can promise you that. He did it last time you played him. I believe 2 interceptions in Week 14. So, you got to make him throw the ball. Fatal Massacre sent in another 10. Fatal Massacre has been absolutely crushing this one. Okay? 9 is playing. So, be as scared of that as you will. This kid is good to know. Packers starting defense and warmups. Sorrell, Cox, Stackhouse, Brenton. Okay? McDuffie, Hopper, Johnson, Nixon, Valentine, Williams, Baldwin. I don't expect Nixon and Valentine to play for very, very long. But got to keep you guys up to date on that. Fatal Massacre, another 10. Absolute legend, absolute G. Big reason that we are even in contention of this Super Chat battle. If you look down below, Packers Report, Vikings Now, we are going to be going at it all game long. They got a $40 lead on us. And I'll tell you this, they are like almost 3 times as big of a channel as we are. So the fact that we are even that close is crazy. I'll give you this, okay? Somebody sends in a 50 for us to pass Vikings Now. I will give you 50 raffle tickets. I'll chug a Happy Dad. Gage will do a beer bong, okay? That's all that will happen, okay? Someone sends in a $50 Venmo, Cash App, or Venmo, Cash App, or Super Chat. Another wheel spin for Fatal Massacre. Let's freaking do it. 3, 2, 1. Gage, a little early trigger on that. We really did not show like we had been, really with it on that one. 5 raffle tickets. Bang, bang, bang. Money, money, money for my main man, Fatal Massacre. Back to the keys to victory. We got through 2 of them. Number 1 was handle the blitz well. Number 2 was make J.J. McCarthy throw the football. Number 3 is get the run game going. No, it's not going to be with Josh Jacobs. Okay, he's not going to be playing today, and I think that's the correct decision. But with Emmanuel Wilson, with Chris Brooks, get those guys going because you got to take the ball out of Clayton Tune's hands. You're not going to win this ball game if the football is sitting in Clayton Tune's hands for a very, very long time. I can promise you that. That's not your best chance to win this football game. Okay? So you got to be able to get the run game. And then you got to be able to make the play late. Look, if you're in that spot where it's close at the very end, like a lot of these ball games have been, it really just comes down to who's able to come up in the clutch. I have a feeling that really, maybe not this game because you're resting so many starters, but for Packers games just in general this year, you can throw away the first 50 minutes of those ball games. Whoever wins the last 10 is the team that wins that football game. So, you might be a chance to make a play late, and if you can, you're going to be able to win the football game. Okay? Break the score. Packers versus Vikings down below. We will bring on producer Gage. My score prediction, I think the Packers lose. I think it's like 20-6. Okay? That's my score prediction. It was 13-10 when I thought it was Brosmer. But now that I know it's JJ, even though I don't think JJ is very good, he's better than Max Brosmer is. So 20-6, that's my score prediction. Gage, where do you stand, my friend?
I'm in a similar boat. I really think it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Okay.
The Packers' offense is not going to really get much going. I think Minnesota's going to get the win. And a similar bet, I think it's going to be like 27-6, something in that range.
Wow.
I feel like it's going to be a blowout.
Hey, Gage, I have to make a short real quick.
Yep.
Do you mind just taking over?
Yeah, I
and
got
I'll be
you.
back on in like 5 minutes.
You got it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Schefter, pretty big update on saying that John Harbaugh's future is up in the air.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
so
of tonight's game?
I'm going to make it short real quick.
All right, you got it. All right, how's it going, Go Packer fans? Let me know what you think in the comments. Predict your score predictions. Third-string quarterback, Clayton Tune, he's okay. I mean, you really haven't seen much of him and when he played last week against the Ravens. How's it going, undefeated Ryan K? Yeah, I feel like that's got to be the case. John Harbaugh has to, if he loses tonight's game against the Steelers, he has got to be fired. So go over 37 in a 37.5 scoreline. I would say take the under. I feel like it's going to be a very, very ugly game offensively. I would take the under. We have a 27-20 score prediction by Lord Math in favor of the Packers. How's it going, Christian Malley? J.J. McCarthy is going to embarrass himself. Why isn't McKinney playing? Possibly, if anything, just to rest him. I mean, there are not many of the stars are projected to play tonight. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Tyler Barnett, how we doing? J.J. McCarthy's going to embarrass himself. Well, he has done so far this season after he claimed himself to be 9. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited to see him get embarrassed again. I mean, he really got embarrassed the last time he played the Packers. So we'll see. Well, I'm excited to see him do it again. As we see Theo putting in 9 down below. It's going to be very a sluggish game. I'm not going to lie. A little bit like a stick in the mud. But it's kind of interesting. It'll be good to see how the backups will do because you'll never know if you'll need him in the playoffs. Do we keep Rashad Gary or get rid of him? I don't know. I really don't know. My score prediction was 25-17. Not a Packers fan, but Malik did so good last game, which he played here. Yeah. I mean, Malik Willis, I will say this. He's a strong backup quarterback. Out of all the backups you can have in the league right now, I feel confident with having Malik Willis back there. Like, I feel like he really proved himself to the National Football League with his performance against the Ravens last week. And I feel like that's going to help boost him going forward, which is a good thing, but also is a bad thing because he could possibly not be a Packer going into next season if some other teams that need a quarterback can possibly try to pursue him, such as the Raiders or the Jets if they don't go and pick up one in this upcoming NFL draft. Rashawn Gary is good. He just hasn't been producing recently. Yeah, that is true. He has been, if you've seen, we did a video on him this past week about how he's been struggling since even with Micah Parsons was in. So you can't even make an argument that with Micah Parsons being out that it will cause for anything like that to happen. But it makes you wonder. I really think that if he has like a breakout game today, it'll really help gain confidence with his defense going forward. So that's what I would say. That's what my thought would be. I know. I mean, he is our backup. I love Malik Willis. I really do. I really had a fun time watching him play last week. That's where I felt confident with this Packers offense. Even though there was no Jordan Love, I still felt confident because it felt like if you had Malik Willis out there, he would generate some kind of offense, like generate something offensively that other quarterbacks not be able to generate. Like he'll do a great job with improvising. If the play blows up, he'll scramble to pick up 4 to 5 yards downfield to try to keep the drive alive, which is what you really need. And I'm voting for the Packers to win this. Yeah, imagine the Bears fans show up and make fun of us. I mean, they've done it. They did it last week. They'll probably do it again this week if we lose to the Vikings. And all we could say is we had Clayton Tune as our starting quarterback so we can rest Jordan Love to get ready to beat the Bears next week in the playoffs, which I am all geared up for. So F Bears down below in the comment section. Let me know who you'd rather play in the playoffs, actually. Do you want the Eagles or the Bears? That's who the Packers, the only two opponents the Packers can possibly play in the wild card round next weekend. Let me know who you rather play. Personally, for me, I rather play the Chicago Bears because I feel like if we go into a rubber match against them, we'll have the upper hand. Even though it's in Soldier Field, and the last time we played in Soldier Field did not turn out that well. But, yeah, the Bears still suck. I mean, they don't have the best playoff track record as of late. Well, the Lions are screwed, so I will say F Bears for now. Yeah, the Bears still suck. Even though they won the NFC North, Packers will prove to them once and for all that we still rule the NFC North, and that it was just the fluky year for the Bears to have their one weird win in the NFC North. Yes, we do need the revenge. Joey will be back. He's right now working on a short for his other channel, The Ravens, where there is rumors from Adam Schefter that depending on this game, head coach John Harbaugh's job may be in jeopardy if the Ravens lose tonight's Sunday Night Football game against the Pittsburgh Steelers in an AFC North championship game. The winner of that will be the AFC North champions and will go to the playoffs, where the loser of that game will be eliminated from the NFL playoffs. Yeah, I agree there to Packers. I mean, this team has been... I remember earlier in the year, we were talking Super Bowl after like week 2 when we dominated the Washington Commanders. I remember we were talking about that back then. And I feel that if this team stayed healthy and stayed the course through and true, that they will continue this will be no questions asked about who will be the true winner of this game. That this team will be having a good chance at making it to the Super Bowl and possibly winning it. This was a really solid team back in September, if you remember. I thought it was going to be a team that would come through and come through with it all. Yeah, prayers for Parsons. Spam those ones down below if you wish him for a speedy recovery. He just had his ACL surgery a few weeks ago, and he should be back. Yeah, they'll probably lose. I'm not going to lie, they'll probably lose this game, but let me know who you got in the comments. Type GB for Packers or type MIN for Minnesota Vikings. Let me know down below. To wrap up Week 18 of the regular season, we have Gabriel spamming a GB. He's better now. I think he can stand up and walk on his own. Yeah, he's going to be doing better. Micah Parsons, he'll be doing better. And I feel like after seeing Christian Watson coming with a similar injury back in January, I feel a little bit confident that this happened in mid-December, so it may be give enough time to recover since it was a clean tear in the ACL to recover, so he'll be back and ready to go for the 2026 NFL season. A lot of GBs going on. Jordan Love having a baby. Yes, that's another big plus over this week that we have yet to talk about. Jordan Love found out he was a father a few days ago to start off the 2026 calendar year. If we could have stayed healthy, we would have been the best team in the league. Yeah, no questions asked. I think a few of the questionable questions I would have been the coaching decisions, but I would say besides that, I'd say they would have been dominant. I mean, there are a few games that you wish you could have had back, like the Browns game you should have won. The Panthers game was another one that was a trap game you should have won. Hear me out. The Pack wasn't going into the playoffs and could just let everyone heal. It may have paid dividends in 2026. Regardless, go Pack, go. F the Bears, and the Vikes can suck it. That's a great state. I actually really like that because you're not wrong. I mean, the past few weeks, the Packers have been hurt time and time again, and I feel like if they were fully healthy in this situation, and if they were fully healthy, they would be a scary, scary team come to the playoffs. Like if they were a healthy 7 seed going into the playoffs, I could see them being a dark horse to make a run to the NFC title this year. A freaking men. Congrats, Love. Yes. GG for Love. As the wide receivers will be, Christian Watson is going to be in, which has me a little bit concerned. Matthew Golden, another one. Dontavian Wicks will be out for the game today. Having Micah Crafton-Wyatt makes a huge difference. Yes, that is true. Yeah, there'll be a lot of starters will be being rested. A few wide receivers will be out for the game, which I'm okay with. And I know it may seem kind of daunting at times, but it's a good decision overall. Is Joey coming back?
We back.
He's coming back.
We back. What's going on, everybody? We're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tweet out this video real quick that I just had to dip out to to film real quick. Crazy John Harbaugh news from Adam Schefter. That's okay. Yeah, it was. We figured they'd get some heavy hitters in there at some point. Did we go over inactives? Let's do that. Let's do that. Perfect. Oh, yes. I totally forgot about that. My wife told me that. No, I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago. It might have been like New Year's Day or something. But Kennedy was like, "Did you see that Jordan Love was having a kid?" I was like, "I did not, but thank you for telling me." Okay, Packers opt-outs. Packers inactives, I should say. There are more players that will not be playing than this that will be dressing technically, but will not see any action. Malik Willis at quarterback, Quay Walker, linebacker, Josh Jacobs, Dontavian Wicks, Avery Kitty, Zach Tom, Edric Cooper. All those players are inactive. Jordan Love won't be playing today. I am sure Christian Watson won't be playing today. There are a ton of guys that will not be playing today. Now, for the Vikings, they've got a decent bit of inactives as well. Miles Price, John Wolford, he's the emergency third QB. Dwight McLaughlin Jr., Brett Ripien, Aaron Jones, Walter Roos, T.J. Hawkinson. So, Aaron Jones and T.J. Hawkinson, definitely the two most important on that. But some other guys here or there we'll be keeping an eye on, and we'll be keeping you guys updated. If I look down at my computer every now and then, please forgive me. If you guys don't know, I cover the Tennessee Volunteers, our Tennessee Chat Sports channel, and it's the transfer portal season. So it is crazy. There's stuff happening at all times. So I got to kind of keep it updated on Twitter. So if I'm looking down every now and then, it's not because I'm ignoring you or because I hate you. It's because I got to continue keeping up with the Tennessee Volunteers as well.
We're 5 subs away as well, Cheesehead fans. If you not hit the subscribe button, hit it now. Look at live daily free coverage for all your things you need to know about the Green Bay Packers.
We got 90 people watching. We need 5 more people to subscribe. Let's go. We are 5 away from 23,000. I'm going to check, Gage. I feel like a month ago, this is what I'm going to look. I'm going to feel like a month ago, we weren't even at, I think we were like at 18,000 a month from now. So let's look at our Thanksgiving stream. Thanksgiving was a month and a week ago, okay? At the end of that stream on Thanksgiving, we are at 18,800. So we've added over 4,000 subs in the last month and a week. That's good stuff. That's good. That's good stuff right there. Just 5 more people to subscribe to the channel to get us to 23K. We are not moving off of this graphic. We are not moving off of this graphic until we get to 23,000 subscribers. Hell, I might hold my breath.
Do it for Joey, people. Do it for Joey. If you want the Packs to win,
I am holding my breath until we get to 23,000. Let's see how long I can do it for. Gage, you're going to have to take over the mic as I sit here and go red. 3, 2, 1.
Got it. 3 more. 3 more subs if you want Joey to survive. 3 more subscribers is all it takes. We need just 3 more people. 3 more Cheesehead fans that have not yet hit that subscribe button to do it right now. Just 3 more people. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You get a 23K for all you need for Packers content. We just lost one, but it's all good. It's all good. Just 4 more people. 4 more Cheeseheads. Let's do it. Do it for Joey, says Tyler. Let's keep it going. Keep the trend going. We're going to keep this on screen until we get to 4. And Joey's turning red. You don't want him to die out there. There we go. Just 3 more subs. Keep that number dancing. I'd like to see that number dance. Come on. Let's get a 23K. 2 more. 2 more. Then Joey gets to start breathing again. Just 2 more subs. Let's hit it. Let's keep that ticker moving. I want to see a number dance, people. The suspense is... One more subscriber. One more subscriber. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That almost killed me.
That almost killed me.
I can hold my breath a lot longer.
Bang!
Wow. I could hold my breath a lot longer when I was a kid than I just did right there.
Yeah, work on your lung practice there, Joey.
Yeah, well, I got a little out of shape towards the end of the year. But, it's Christmas, it's the holidays, you're eating bad. But let me tell you this. Since the New Year, Gage, we've been back on the grind. Mm-hmm. We've been eating healthy. We've been working out. Not New Year's Day. New Year's Day is not for working out. New Year's Day is for sitting and watching football.
Oh, yeah.
But since then, we've been working out. Got up early, got a lift in this morning. Got a quiet time, lift in, drank coffee, scripted the show. We're crushing it.
That is great.
So far,
that's great, man.
All righty. What's up next? Let's see. Let's talk Bears-Eagles, okay?
Okay, sweet.
Let's talk Bears-Eagles. Because like we said, of course, it matters a lot, this game, because you don't want to go into the playoffs riding a 4-game losing streak. However, and do we have the weigh-in twos for those? Yeah. Great. No worries. I was just making sure. However, this is not the most important game for the Packers today. Okay? It's just not. The most important games today for the Packers are happening at 3:25. It's Bears versus Bears versus Lions, Eagles versus Commanders. You will either play Chicago or Philadelphia in round one. You'll go on the road to Soldier Field. You'll go on the road to Lincoln Financial. It is one of those two opponents. You play Chicago. If the Bears win, that's it. The Bears beat the Lions, no matter what Philadelphia does, you play Chicago. However, if the Bears lose and Philadelphia loses, then you still play Chicago. Now, the only way you play the Eagles, because again, those are one of your two possible opponents, only way you play the Eagles is if the Eagles win and Chicago loses. Eagles are playing the Commanders. They are not playing their starters. That is something to keep an eye on. That is something to keep noted. They will not be playing any of their starters on today's game. So, if Eagles lose, you play Chicago on the road, Soldier Field, first round of the playoffs. You split that series 1-1, one of the best rivalries in sports. I would be all for it, man. I personally would rather play Chicago than Philadelphia for a couple of different reasons, okay? Caleb Williams has never played a playoff game before. Ben Johnson has never been a head coach for a playoff game before. Those are two reasons right there, okay? Now, I'd rather play Philadelphia because they don't have as good of an offense, right? They struggle offensively. There's more pressure on them than there is on you to perform at a high level because they are coming off of a Super Bowl. There's more pressure on you than it is on Chicago, okay? You are far more pressured in that one. Who would you rather play? Chicago or Philadelphia? Let me know down below in the comment section. Gage, chime in for me. Who would you rather play out of these two? Chicago or Philly?
I'd rather play Chicago. I feel like, even though they lost to Soldier Field earlier this year, I feel like that game they should have won, and that they'll be playing with a chip on their shoulder. And I feel like when they play the Eagles, it really didn't feel like they had much fight in the game. So I feel like they'll have more of confidence, and like you mentioned earlier, like not much experience. And last time the Bears won the NFC North and they made it to the playoffs, the double doink happened in 2018. So I feel like it's all going to be in the Green Bay's favor as a 7th seed.
And at the end of the day, guess what, Gage? The Bears still suck.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
I'd feel really good about this team playing in Chicago. I would be. Even if you do go into the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak, I'd feel good about their chances against them. I'll donate my ACL to Micah if it means he plays every game next year healthy. I would as well. I really, really would as well. Dan says I'd rather play the Bears any day. Me neither. I am not interested, really, in playing Philadelphia. Quick look at the NFC playoff picture, and then y'all can get your me's in the chat if you're ready for kickoff. The Seattle Seahawks last night With a win over San Francisco, they locked up the number 1 seed in the NFC. So they get the bye. They get to enjoy their time. They get to, just kind of rest over this next week. Like we said, Chicago at that 2 spot. Philadelphia and them have the same record, but Chicago has the head-to-head over Philadelphia. The Bucs right now sit at that number 4 seed, but if the Falcons beat the Saints today, Carolina will sneak in at that number 4 seed. In the wild card, you got San Francisco, Los Angeles, then of course Green Bay. Green Bay's not moving. They will be that 7th seed. Are you ready for some Packers football, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. Type those me's, spam those me's down below if you are ready for Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings. Ladies and gentlemen, it does not get better than this. It's Packers football. We got to take advantage of every single second of this because who knows? I hate to say it, but 8 days from now, this season could be over. So, yeah, you're resting a lot of starters. I get it. You got to be excited. We have to take every single second for what it is. We got to get pumped up to watch some Green Bay Packers football. No Jordan Love, no Josh Jacobs, no Xavier McKinney, no Edgerrin Cooper, no Quay Walker. I get it, no Zach Tom. But I think every single one of us in the middle of May would absolutely kill to have this moment right now of watching the Green Bay Packers play the Minnesota Vikings Week 18. It's going to be a good one, man. Ooh, new Alabama Ty Simpson agent Peter Webb update. No decisions have been made about Ty declaring for the draft. At this point, he's still evaluating everything with his family and close advisors. Might have to hit that in our PM, Gage. Might have to hit that in the PM. Dude, I would be excited about it. I would. Yep. Yeah, I would be. Tweet this. I've been a tweeting fiend recently. Keep getting those me's down below in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Keep getting those MEs down below in the chat. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on your Sundays. We're going to have a lot of fun today, okay? Even if we're not watching the starters, ladies and gentlemen. Even if we're not watching the starters, we're going to have a blast. We're going to have ourselves a time. Did you know, Gage, the line moved to 12.5 points? Yes, it did. I would take the under. Would you take Minnesota minus 12.5 or Green Bay plus 12.5?
I would take Minnesota.
I think I might too.
Yeah.
I think I might too. But hey, we're going to be rooting like hell against them. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Of course, you never root for the Vikings.
Never, ever, ever catch me rooting for the Vikings. We got Wyatt, Gabriel, Tyler, Nayland. We got Clint, Lisa, Tyler, Christian. I read in church today that Jesus is a Packers fan. I was not surprised. I think I've read that too. I read it this morning in Romans 3. Nayland says, excited to see Malik Willis. Well, Nayland, I have bad news for you. Malik Willis is not playing. I wish he was. It would be 10 times more fun if Malik Willis was playing in this game. If Malik Willis was playing in this game, I think the Packers, even with resting a ton of other starters, would win. I think they'd win. I really do. Yep. So, that's my thoughts. Christian says, I'm happy to generally see Chat Sports YouTube channels grow and deserve the support they need. Thank you so much, Christian. We appreciate you. We really, really do. Should I bring back Cheese Whiz Shots? Someone send in a $10 super chat if I should bring Cheese Whiz Shots back for the rest of this game. Okay? Let me know down below. Because right now, we don't have them right now, but we could have ourselves a little bit of fun for the rest of this stream if we do bring back Cheese Whiz Shots. what'd you say? Yeah, that would be pretty brutal. Yeah, that's are they on 4 in Super Bowls? Jeez. I knew they were 0. I didn't know 4. The coin toss goes in the favor of the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, guess what it was? Heads or tails? It was tails. Jordan Love defers it. So, looks like the Green Bay Packers will be starting this one on defense. Get to see them play against one J.J. McCarthy. Yeah, sure, you can just filter through them. All righty, the last regular season watch party. This is the last watch party where I'm not going to be nervous out of my rear, where I'm not going to be freaking out and have a pit in my stomach. This is the last game of the year that is not win or go home. The last game of the year where you've got margin for error. The last game of the year that could not end your season, ladies and gentlemen, right here. They're getting their skulls in. I only like the Packers and Aaron Rodgers there, says Gabriel. Fun time. It was fun times. Let's break our 3-game losing streak, says Nayland. Yeah. Look, this game for your playoff seeding, not going to lie to you, does not mean anything. It's the reason they're resting so many starters. However, for the team's, like, I don't want to say spirit, because that sounds like a Disney Channel movie, but for, you know, just a little bit of the vibes in the locker room. Going in with a 1-game winning streak is far better than a 4-game losing streak. Keith, Clayton 2 will be playing for the Packers. And we are off. The kick is away. Vikings receive. Oh, it is on CBS. I need to change. The game. I did not know it was on CBS. Figured it would definitely be on Fox, didn't you? Okay, it should be changed. J.J. McCarthy's under center. Update the other day out of Minnesota is that they are not set on him for their future. I wouldn't be either. I formation, handoff, stretch play, first down. I believe that's Mason on the carry. Gain of 14 on first down. Reminder, a lot of Packers starters not playing in this one. In fact, most of the Packers starters are not playing this one. No Quay Walker, no Edgerrin Cooper, no Lucas Van Ness, no Xavier McKinney. Reason Jordan Mason just went for 13 right there on the opening carry. I formation again, 42-yard line. Play action, Sorrell in pursuit of McCarthy. He throws downfield, finds Justin Jefferson for the first down on the opposing 40-yard line. Honestly, for how bad Minnesota's quarterback situation has been, if they end this season 9-8, that would be decently impressive. Like, I don't like them, but that would be impressive. Trayvon Diggs is in the game at number 28. Mason takes the handoff, gets a yard. I think the thing I'm most looking forward to and most important in my eyes is getting out of today's game with a healthy roster, with healthy impact players. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what's important to me. Trayvon Diggs starting. I don't think a lot of people saw it. Shotgun. Jefferson in motion, jet pop pass. He's going to cut it upfield, and he's going to get the first down for Minnesota. Chains move. Jefferson technically counts as a pass there. He has 20 yards, or excuse me, over 20 yards receiving so far in this bowl game. Very curious to see where Minnesota goes with quarterback in this offseason. Jefferson, only 2 touchdowns this year. Did you know that? Single back formation. Jefferson in motion again. McCarthy under center. Play action. And he's going to get out of the pocket, avoid a sack. Stiff arm. He's still running. Keyshawn Nixon delivers a hit on him out of bounds. And J.J. McCarthy's going to get a flag for taunting. Dude, what a freaking ass he is. That's awesome. I love that. J.J. McCarthy's an idiot. He's an idiot, dude. That's so funny. What a loser, man. So 2nd and 19 instead of 1st and 10. Big break right there for Green Bay. 12 minutes left in the first quarter. Shotgun. Trips left. This is the situations you want to put Minnesota in where they have to throw the football. Jefferson in motion. Play action. Screen pass. Covered well by Trayvon Diggs. In his first tackle as a Green Bay Packer. Comes 6 snaps into his tenure. That's going to be 3rd down and about 16 yards. Type those threes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, let's go, let's go. They are 31st in the NFL in 3rd down conversion rate at 32.4. Love seeing Trayvon Diggs making plays this quickly into his Packers tenure. I bet it feels so good to the coaches to be on the sideline in a dome game in January in Minnesota. Empty. McCarthy dropping back. He's going to check it down to Jefferson. He's going to pick up a good chunk of that back. There's still going to be 3rd down and 6, or 4th down and 6, though. So what was about to be a 1st down and 10 gets negated because J.J. McCarthy plays the tough guy act, gets called for a taunting. Now that's 4th down and 6. So for a drive that looked promising, like it had a chance to end with a touchdown for Minnesota, is going to end in a Will Reichard 43-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. Minnesota on the board first, on the board early. They're up 3-0, 5-minute drive on their first drive of the football game. And J.J. McCarthy already costing his team early in this one. Stop me if you've heard me say that before. Keenley, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Keenley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Keenley. Appreciate you for hanging out with us on your birthday. Hope it's an awesome day. Something I know that's awesome. Something I know you guys will love is our great friends over at Underdog. Football season is almost into its most important time of the year. Underdog is still the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. Do you want to score $75 in bonus entries? Well, download the Underdog app, use promo code Packers Report, and play your first $5. That's it. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Here is my Underdog lineup for today's game. I took the higher on Justin Jefferson receiving yards. That one already looking good as he's probably got around 40 already. J.J. McCarthy, I took the higher on 1.5 passing touchdowns just because so many defensive starters were resting. And then Matthew Golden feels like he finds the end zone today. Clayton Tune and him, they've got that end zone connection. We'll see if it keeps going. Download the app today and use promo code Packers Report. Score $75. Bonus entries when you play your first $5. That is promo code Packers Report. Underdog. Make picks in money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing-good-terms_DFS_DHTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-367. All righty, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. We got 59 likes, 260 people watching. What we're going to do is make sure that like number goes up, and we are going to make sure that we get to 100 likes by the time the Green Bay Packers with Clayton Tune run their first play of this drive. So hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. It's 100% free, supports us, helps us out, and we only need 40 of you guys out of the 260 to step up and do something if you guys have not yet today, and hit that thumbs up button. Jerry says, I got you, dog. I did see my man Joe in here earlier. What's going on, G.I. Joe? Good to see you, my friend. There we go. 32 likes away. 32 hits on that thumbs up button. Diggs did get a tackle, my friend. It's exciting stuff. Did not expect it, I'll tell you that much. $26 more likes. 26 more likes. So Jordan Love's the backup. I'll be honest, I don't love that. I would hate for Clayton Tune to get hurt and Jordan Love had to play this ball game. I'm being honest with you. Second career start for Tune today. His first one came in Arizona. Trying to get Jordan Love a little bit of rest. Hopefully Tune can stay fully healthy. So far for Green Bay this season, 1 for 4, 8 yards in an interception, although that interception went right off the hands of one Bo Melton. Single back formation, Tune under center. Handoff Emmanuel Wilson. He's going to get nothing. Barely back to the line of scrimmage. We told you how important it was for Emmanuel Wilson to run the football today. Offensive players not expected to play. Jordan Love, Malik Willis, Josh Jacobs, Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Rasheed Walker, Aaron Banks, Sean Ryan, Zach Tom. So pretty much every single starter. That's pretty wild. Seems like Anthony Belton's the only starter that's going to get some run today, as it should be. 2nd and 9, shotgun Tune. Handoff again. Wilson. He gets 1.5 yards. Last time Wilson played the Minnesota Vikings, he absolutely torched them. Absolutely torched them. This is where Brian Flores becomes a very hard defensive coordinator to play against, especially when you are a rookie, a third-string quarterback. Because you look how he loads up the defensive line. He's got 7 up there. Screen, tipped out of bounds, and that's going to be incomplete. Looked like it was a backwards pass almost. They're going to say it wasn't. They're just going to say incomplete. So very quick 3 and out for Green Bay today. I'll tell you this. Get used to seeing that. Okay? Get used to seeing that. Swim says, I almost want to rest Emmanuel Wilson, too. I would not mind it. Daniel Whalen out to punt the football away. And let it drop. Beautiful punt from the Irishman. This one goes all the way to the 2-yard line. So J.J. McCarthy and this Vikings offense, they're going to come out here and see if they have any chance of taking this one down the field. Packers starters on offense on that one. Matthew Golden, Clayton Tune, Bo Melton, Emmanuel Wilson, Drake Dabney, Jacob Monk, Lacita Smith, Darian Kennard, Anthony Belton, Jordan Morgan, and Jacoby Keeney James. So, that's pretty much all we're rocking with today. Not going to lie, W bounce and W kick your punter, Packers. Yep, he's a good punter. We got some awesome tailgate specials today. $5 gets you a raffle ticket to win a Packers jersey in our January jersey raffle. $10, you get to spin the raffle ticket wheel. My main man, Fatal Massacre, has already crushed the raffle ticket wheel. One of the spins, he got like 40 raffle tickets for a $10 super chat. $15 gets you in our biker gang. It's our Hall of Fame helmet club. $50 gets you 50 raffle tickets, our green deal of the day. And if we get to 150 by halftime, which we are about 85 away from doing so, Gage and I will do a boot race at half. And I'll make this deal. Since we haven't gotten a super chat in a while, or a Venmo or Cash App, for this drive, I'm going to do dollar raffle tickets, okay? Every dollar sent in on Venmo, Cash App, or Super Chat is a raffle ticket for our jersey raffle. If you win it, the raffle, for our January jersey raffle, you get to tell me what jersey you want, tell me the size. Any Packers player will send it right to you, okay? Super Chat down below, dollar sign right next to the chat box. So, J.J. McCarthy, not a bad drive for this Vikings offense last time. Pretty easy to get in scoring position, but it was that taunting call that really screwed their drive over and kind of ended their stuff. Can we get a go, Pack, go? Da-da, da-da-da-da, go, Pack, go! I formation for Minnesota. Possibly an offsides. They're not going to call it, and Jordan Mason's going to get 10. It looks like the flag did come out. Minnesota most likely going to decline this. Yep, offsides. Penalties declined. First step. Mystic Gilbert is from Pocatello, Idaho. There we go. G.I. Joe coming in with a $5 super chat. Gets himself some raffle tickets for the January jersey raffle. J.J. McCarthy dealing with a hand injury. Was not sure if they're going to play him or not. They are. It's going to be handoff again to Mason. He's got nowhere to go. So far, with Jordan Mason running, it's either been a gain of 1 or none or like a gain of 10. Nothing in between. Also, still a reminder, first $20 super chat we get, I'm going to chug the rest of this happy day. Second and 9. 8 minutes left in this first quarter. Minnesota has absolutely dominated time of possession in this one. McCarthy dropping back, firing. Looks like the pass was a little high. Jordan Addison climbed the ladder, got 2 feet down, and they're going to have a very, very short 3rd and 1. That pass was complete. Accuracy was an issue there, kind of as it has been all season long. Shotgun. Most likely going to be another handoff. Mason motioning out, motioning back in. He's going to take it inside zone. Fighting for it. They're going to mark him, I believe, just short of it. Interesting to see if Minnesota's going to go for it right here. Da-da, da-da-da-da. Go, Pat, go. Appreciate you, Joe. Already halfway through this first quarter. They are going to punt this football away. A little surprising there. But a good stop from this defense. Oh, Diane in Vegas, but born and raised in Milwaukee. Where do we Venmo money? Again, don't kill me. It's my first time here. Well, Diane, appreciate you for it being your first time here. My Venmo's down right here at Joey-Petersen. Make sure to spell Petersen, my last name, with an E, not an O. And for Venmo, we're doing the deal. For the first person to Venmo or Cash App, they get their dollar raffle tickets double. So if you send in a 20, you get 40 raffle tickets. If you send in a 50, you get 100, all for our January jersey raffle. Diane, we're so happy you're here. Welcome to the show. Daily videos during the week, weekly watch parties. This is the place to be. I can promise you that. And again, Venmo at Joey-Petersen. Our biggest Venmo of the season so far, I believe, is probably around 40. See if Diane can beat the biggest Venmo of the season. Diane beats the biggest Venmo of the season. I'm definitely chugging happy. Live sub count, it's going up, but I'd appreciate it if it went up even more so. 23,000. Now 23 subscribers. There we go. Emmanuel Wilson number. Make sure to keep hitting that sub button. Trying to get to, at the end of today's show, Gage, what should our goal be?
I like 23,250.
23,250. I don't mind that at all. About a quarter of the way to 24. Yeah, I don't hate that. I like that. 23,250. That's the goal for today's show. We started, this will be good. You know what my goal is? This channel started January 27th. So my goal is 25K in a year. That would be massive. It's a lot of subs in a year. Yeah, we only need about 2K left. At the pace we're going, yeah, we can get there. It would be very helpful if they won a playoff game. If they lost a playoff game, it'd be hard to get there. However, if they won it, that would be very, very helpful. Yeah, if we got 2 playoff games, we'd definitely get there. If we just get one, it'd be a little bit harder. Is it you with the white hoodie? Let me check. I believe I'm wearing a beanie. Yes, I am. It is me. I'm wearing a beanie and I'm smiling, and I have a black hood on, but a white hood, like white shirt on. I'm holding an energy drink. There we go. If you want to scan that, that's it. Look at you, Gage. Quick trigger. Feels like this quarter has been both very fast and very slow. I don't know if you agree. Handoff, Chris Brooks. Packers, they finally get a first down. Move those chains. Wow, will Harrison Smith come back? It's a big question. Empty, Tune, dropping back, fires. A little high, still caught. It's going to be 3 yards. Dabney, the intended and a receiver. $105 tackles against Green Bay in his career, 3 sacks, 6 interceptions. Harrison Smith, I know you hate the Vikings. He's a player, though, you got to respect. One franchise all the way through. Hell of a player. 2nd and 7. Handoff. And Wilson's going to get about 2. Wilson struggling a little bit. Bang! Diane! Similar. I see you with the Packers beanie. Coming in with a $27 Venmo. For number 27. Tune. Sacked. Ball's out. Dabney falls on it on 3rd and 5. Yeesh, this is going to be an ugly one. Okay, Diane Simler, 27. Bang on Venmo. Diane, we'll get you up here in a second. Shout out to you. Dallas Turner, second-year player out of Alabama, first-round pick last year. Dan says, nice to have a stress-free game for a change. It honestly is. It is nice to have a little bit of a stress-free game. Diane coming in with a $27 Venmo. 54 raffle tickets for Diane. And that punt's going to go into the end zone. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Minnesota going to take back over. Dude, why do they keep going to commercial? Unbelievable. Let's go to scores around the league, Gage, if you don't mind. Thank you, friend. See, that's the thing, Gage, that I don't like about having Jordan Love in the QB2 spot today is Clayton Tune just got destroyed. If he gets hurt, Jordan Love's playing. Honestly, let me tell you this. I'll give you some honesty. If Jordan Love has to play today, if Clayton Tune gets hurt, I would rather them play like Luke Musgrave at quarterback than Jordan Love. And just say, you're going to lose this football game, that's fine. Or, you know what I would love? Jordan Love goes in and plays, hands it off 100 times. Yep. Scores around the league. Here they are. Saints, Falcons, 0-0. I know Tampa Bay and Carolina fans are watching that game very, very intently. Who do you like in that one, Gage?
I really like Tyler Shuck and the New Orleans Saints to come away and get their revenge against Atlanta.
Okay, so then you like the Buccaneers to make it into the playoffs.
I feel like they'll make the playoffs.
Colts, yeah. Texans, 7-6. Colts up on top early. Texans would like to win that game for seeding purposes, but Indianapolis somehow lead that one.
Did Jacksonville already clinch the AFC South?
No.
No, they didn't? Okay.
If Jacksonville loses and Houston wins, they clinch the AFC South.
Okay, that's all for grabs.
7-7, Tennessee Titans. Cam Ward did leave that game. He was hurt. Something monitor there. Browns, Bengals, 6-0. Bengals over the Browns in that contest. That one has really nothing but draft purposes or nothing but draft impact on it. Packers, Vikings, 3-0. Cowboys, Giants, 3-3. Jets, Bills later. Jets have not got an interception yet. They'd be the first team since 1933 to go an entire season without getting an interception. That's something to watch there, and Josh Allen will be playing. Lions, Bears, game very important to us. If the Bears win, we will play the Bears. If the Eagles lose, that game important as well. We will play the Bears. Chiefs, Raiders, that one really nothing but draft pick purposes for Las Vegas. Chargers, Broncos, Dolphins, Patriots to round out the 3 o'clock slate. A lot of really important 3 o'clock games. Of course, tonight we will know all of the playoff matchups, and we will get those playoff games. I'll give you a hot take, Gage. Would not be shocked to see the Packers play on Monday Night Football next week.
Or Saturday Night Football?
Yeah, Saturday or Monday Night Football. Wouldn't be shocked. Handoff. Barron Sorrell, 4th-round pick out of Texas, hits him at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I think it's going to be Saturday or yes. I think it will be a primetime spot, especially if it's the Bears. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left in this quarter. McCarthy in the gun, 2 receivers each side. McCarthy rolling out to his right, fires, and he's got a man. It's Justin Jefferson, good for 3. Gage, do you think the Packers score a touchdown today?
No, I really don't. I mean, I was surprised they got a first down, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
this early.
I don't think they score a touchdown either.
Yeah.
I would love to be wrong, but I don't
They'll
think
probably get a field goal.
Justin Jefferson over 50 yards receiving in this game so far. McCarthy under center. He's completed 5 straight passes. Looks like that might have been an offsides. They're not going to call it. Yeah, now they will. Tackle it after about a gain of 3. Second offsides for this Packers defense so far. Warren Brinson was the defensive lineman to get called on there, rookie out of Georgia. Wow, they have had 1 sack in the last 3 ball games they've played. That's crazy. Yep. McCarthy, fake pitch, rolling out to his right. Colin Oliver in pursuit. Hits him as he throws, almost intercepted, incomplete. First game you're seeing Colin Oliver, the rookie edge rusher out of Oklahoma State. A lot of people calling him the mini Micah Parsons. He's been injured all season long. Excited to see him play in this ballgame. Dude, he is fast, bro. He is fast. GI asks, why are we throwing this game? Because it doesn't matter seeding. Whether you win or lose, you're going to be the 7th seed no matter what. Handoff. Stiff arm. 2nd and 5. They get 4, and they should have gotten -1. Hopper on the tackle. Chandler on the run. $440 people watching. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button, ladies and gentlemen. Third down and 1 for Minnesota. I'm excited about Oliver too, man. I'm watching him all game long. Packers loading up the line of scrimmage. I formation. Handoff. And he's hitting the backfield. He's not going anywhere. It was Barron Sorrell, defensive end out of Texas. 4th round pick, making a play right there. Beautiful rip move right there. Excuse me. I think you can understand why I might be yawning at this game so far. Would love to get a little bit of that swagger back on defense after what happened last week against Baltimore. It's been 8 days since this team's played a football game. They had a pretty bad showing last time they did so. Punt is away. Great punt from Minnesota. That's going to roll down inside the 10-yard line or right at the 10. Better not go to commercial. Dude, they're going to go to commercial, then it's going to be the end of the quarter, and they're going to go to commercial again. Dude, it's unbelievable. There has not been a single stop gauge where they just rolled into the other possession.
No, and there's and they had Packers 3 and out too.
Christian says, if a potential Packers-Bears playoff game is the CBS Nickelodeon game, this would be a disgrace to the rivalry. I don't think it would be. NFL playoff schedule. Yes, they did. You know how I remember that game? Well, yes, but also rare occurrence, snow day in Arlington, Texas. Yes, it was very exciting. Because I believe I might have been a freshman in college for that one. What year was it? 2021, are you sure? I thought it was later than that. I mean earlier. I thought it was earlier. Let's see. Bears, Saints, Nickelodeon. So it was 2021. It was the 2020 season. So I was a sophomore in college. So the NFL playoff schedule, here's what it looks like, okay? Here's what you need to know. They will play 2 games on the 10th of January. That's Saturday. On the 11th, which is Sunday, a week from today, they will play 3 games. They will play a Monday night football game, and that's all you need to know. I think so. So 2 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday, 1 game Monday. I don't think they'll give Nickelodeon. I genuinely think it's going to be either Saturday Night Football or yeah, I do too. I think it's either going to be Saturday night or it's going to be Monday. Yeah, seriously. 35 minutes for a first quarter. That was horrible. Tune fires. Golly, he sucks. Incomplete. Trying to find Wilson. Flag down. Hands to the face on the defense. 3 total yards for Green Bay so far. Yikes. And Minnesota dominating time of possession, 10:33 to 3:50. Falcons, Kirk Cousins. Touchdown. Clayton Tune, pitch, Wilson. Tries to cut and get something. 3 yards total in this first quarter is going to be 1 yard at the end of it. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter, most likely. Packers offense whopping 1 yard. Gage, let's talk playoffs after this. Let's go playoff picture and those weigh-in twos. Great. Let's go playoff picture, possibilities, their matchups, and then the weigh-in two on playing the Bears. Sweet. Let's get you updated on what the playoff picture looks like and kind of what you need to know regarding the Green Bay Packers. So, here's the NFC. Right now, Seattle is at the top spot. Okay? They've locked that in. 14-3. They will get the bye. In the number 2 seed is the Chicago Bears. 3 seed, Philadelphia Eagles. 4 seeds, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The reason that Chicago has the 2 seed over Philadelphia is because they beat them in the head-to-head even though they got the same record. Tampa Bay might not stay there. If Atlanta ends up beating New Orleans, then the Carolina Panthers will sneak into the 4th seed. In the wild card, it is the San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, and the Green Bay Packers at the 7th spot. There are 2 possible opponents for the Green Bay Packers. It is the Chicago Bears. It is the Philadelphia Eagles. That is it. Those are the only 2 teams you are playing. Both of those teams are playing at 3:25 Central Time today. Bears against the Lions, Eagles against the Commanders. Those are their 2 opponents. Now, let's talk about Chicago first because that is the most likely of the 2 opponents. Number 1, the way you play Chicago is if the Bears win. If the Bears win and Philadelphia also wins by 1,000, it does not matter. You will play the Chicago Bears. However, if Chicago ends up losing, if Philadelphia loses, you still play Chicago. For the Eagles, if the Eagles win and the Bears lose, then you'll be playing Philadelphia. Now, the Eagles will not be playing their starters, okay? They're resting Jalen Hurts, all of those guys today. Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. No starters today for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Commanders suck. But you got to think there's a decent chance the Commanders will be able to beat the Eagles. And if that is the case, you will play Chicago. Who would you rather play, Chicago or Philly? Let me know down below in the comment section. Quick question for you, Gage. There will be an 8 and 9 team that sneaks in to the number 4 seed.
Yeah.
Do you like the division winners get a home playoff game rule? Or the fact that there's 2 NFC West teams that will win 12 games and might not and won't get a home playoff game? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Because we went through this last year with the NFC North.
I think that it has to be, like, they just get a playoff spot. Kind of similar to how college football playoff is, where even though you win your conference championship.
Shotgun, excuse me. Clayton 2 and handoff. Emmanuel Wilson, he gets 2. Keep going.
I feel like even if you win your conference even if you win your division championship, you should still get a playoff spot. But if you're not like a top four seed, you don't make it to the top four. You only host a first round playoff game. That's how I view it.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think maybe they should say you have to be a 10-win division winner to get a guaranteed home game. I think 10. I think you got to be double-digit wins to get a home playoff game. Flores brings a blitz. Toon stands in it, and he fires. That pass is complete. It's going to be short of the first down, though. They're going to punt this football away, but they did pick yards up. It's really all I'm looking at right now, man. That is it. Whalen out to punt. I hope we don't go to commercial. If we go to commercial, it'll be 3 commercials in the last, 3.5 minutes of game time. Not even. It'd be the last 2 minutes of game time. Better not. Dude. I'm actually pissed off. Yeah, let's do it. Parsons tore his ACL, Elijah. All right, real quickly, we got to give a big shout out to the sponsor of today's show, our great friends over at Underdog. Football season is about to get into its most exciting time of the year, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. Do you want to score $75 in bonus entries? Well, you can do that if you download the app today. Use promo code Packers Report, and play your first $5. Playing on Underdog is easy. You just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Here is my Underdog lineup for today's game against the Minnesota Vikings. Went heavy Vikings just because I knew Green Bay starters were not playing and Minnesota's were. So I went the higher on Justin Jefferson, 71.5 receiving yards. Higher on J.J. McCarthy, 1.5 passing touchdowns. Higher on Matthew Golden for half a receiving or rushing touchdown. Not feeling very good about that one at all. Download the app today and use promo code Packers Report to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Packers Report. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing-good-terms_DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, on the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-367. We're 10 subs away from 23,050 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Just 10 away. Make sure you hit that sub button for daily coverage. Also, make sure you hit that sub button for weekly watch parties. Anything you can want, you got right here. Oh, awesome. Tennessee just landed a commit out of the portal. Quay Moss. I will tweet about it, and then I might go make a short. I might leave you a next commercial break. Cool? Play action from McCarthy. Stepping up in the pocket. Fires across his body. Tipped. Almost picked. In and out of the hands. Incomplete pass. There we go. That's huge, man. That is huge. Bad throw right there. J.J. McCarthy. He gets bailed out. Now they're going to hand it off on second down and 10. Third down and 6. I cannot believe that J.J. McCarthy in the starting Vikings offense is not just going up and down the field on Packers second stringers. But I'm happy about it, man. McCarthy fires high, incomplete. He sucks. If they do, I'm going to be so mad, genuinely. How about him, Hoosier says, can I go back and watch the Week 2 Packers? Yeah, I wish, man. Dude. It's kind of unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to go make a quick short. I got to go make a quick short. Y'all hang out with Gage for a second. I will be back very, very shortly. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. I better be at 200 likes when we get back. Okay? See.
How's it going, guys? I know, I can't agree more. This commercial breaks are kind of going crazy. Make sure you hit that like button. We have 416 people here, 118 likes. I get that number up. We got to get those numbers juicing up. Let's go. We need to get those likes up. If we get to 200 likes, we'll give away a free raffle ticket. How we doing, Gabriel? How we doing? 119. Let's keep that ticker going. Come on. How are we feeling right now? How are we feeling? All I have to say is I dinked my kick in CFB 26. I can't believe the Vikings let Sam go. I know. I mean, that's one of the biggest discussion points is that even when he was with the Vikings, like his last 2 games with them, he was okay. But I think he really improved himself this past over just recently. Belasian says, "Go Pack, go, Sub Packer Nation." How's it going? 126 likes. Let's keep that number ticking. Come on. Got about 400 people here watching. 128 sub, 128 likes. We need to get those numbers going. Come on. Week 18. I know you guys don't like to hear it. I know most of you guys more commercial time than playing time. Yeah, it's seeming like that. I don't know what is going on with that. I mean, but I got to say, it feels like how we're seeing J.J. McCarthy play. He looks like a third-string quarterback as well. This is my source for the game on the road. What's it looking like? Right now, it's 3-0 Minnesota, and pretty much about what you expect. A throwaway game for the Packers with Clayton Tune out there. Yeah, good to know that we got some trust in our backups on defense, because even though it's the Vikings, it's still good. None of my wide receivers can catch. Is it a disappointment year for us? I don't think so, because you can't really judge it based on this game because they're really just resting their top starters. And I'm okay with that. After the concussion protocol that Jordan Love went through, yeah, Clayton Tune is playing. Desmond Ridder was on the practice squad. He will not be playing today. The backup for tonight's game is Jordan Love. If anything does happen to Clayton Tune, which I'm not really for that. And we have Joey coming back right in time.
Coming back.
Commercial break.
Shotgun for the Green Bay Packers. Melton in motion. Tune fires, dropped by Matthew Golden. So bad gets worse. Ugly gets uglier. Second down and 10. Gosh, I love those Jacksonville uniforms. I think they're so cool. You don't like those? Why? Oh, you would. You would like the ugliest uniforms ever. Hand it off to Chris Brooks, and he's going to get about a gain of 3 on that play. Hey, I'll take anything I could get when it comes to yardage. Third down and 6. What's up, Justin? ACM asks, how far can we go in the playoffs with major injuries? I say you could definitely win at least one game. Look, you still got Jordan Love. You got your most important player still healthy. That's all that matters. Clayton Tune going to run it out of the shotgun. And he's got the first down. Clayton Tune showing off the mobility. Practice squad player just 2 weeks ago. First down, Green Bay. Great play call right there. Single back formation, Tune under center, 41-yard line. Pitch to the right again. It's Brooks, and he's going to get 4. Honestly, Brooks is having himself a better game even than Emmanuel Wilson was. I am too, man. I'm a fan of running it today. 17 rush yards this quarter to Minnesota's 4. Handoff. Brooks up the center. He gets 2. Third down and 4. Big down right here for Green Bay. Got to take advantage of these drives that they're actually moving the chains on. Kenny James in motion. Heavy box. Handoff. Wilson nowhere to go. You can just tell them they don't really have any trust in Clayton too. I don't really find that to be super surprising, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I would either, but it is what it is, man. Fourth down and 4. Punt is away. Whelan has been a very busy player today, and he's going to continue to be busy. I can promise you that. Dude, it wasn't going to go to commercial, but now there is a Green Bay Packers player down. No, it's Mountain 16. It's a new player. Another injury for Green Bay. LaFleur's going to step onto the field. J.J. McCarthy, not doing well. Clayton Tune, even worse. Actually, that is Bo Melton. I thought that was 18, but it's 16. Colin Oliver, good game so far. Is QBH in our statistics hits or hurries? I would assume it's hurries. That's what I would assume. Melton will hobble off the field and into the medical tent. That's another cornerback, even though he's not even a cornerback, that Green Bay is going to have injured. Joining Kamal Haddon. It's hits. Great. cannot stay healthy, man. Cannot stay healthy. What's up, Lindsay Collette? Hey, we're 4 subs away from 23,050. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that sub button. Also, Gage, in our instant reaction, we're going to hit the weigh-in twos and stuff like that for the, yeah. Rebrock says, we look like amateurs out there. Yeah, that's because they are amateurs. This is basically a preseason roster. Texans take their first lead today over the Indianapolis Colts. Second out and 6 for Minnesota. Blaze, it was Bo Melton. And also, I want Chicago over Philly. Power formation for Minnesota. McCarthy under center. Fake handoff, and he's just going to check it down to the tight end. Great play there by McCarthy. Play action, face of pressure, stepped up, delivered a strike. Mason, gain of 1. Great. Second down and 9 for Minnesota. 7 minutes left, halfway through this second quarter. Play action. McCarthy hits Jefferson. He's across the 50, almost intercepted. The pass was broken on, but through the hands of a Green Bay defender and into the hands of Jettis. Fires McCarthy. Complete down to the 30-yard lines. Jalen Naylor. Ooh, good question, Blaze. Besides injuries, what do you think is our Achilles heel? I think it is play calling from Matt LaFleur. If he decides to get too conservative. 5:40 left, handoff. Chandler gets 3. Big collision there by Johnson and Hopper. And he's down. It's going to be second down and 7. Play action, roll out. J.J. McCarthy's got all the time in the world to deliver. Fires, and that's going to be incomplete. Just threw it out of bounds. Third down and 7. McCarthy down to Naylor. He's going to be short of the first down. It's going to be 4th down and 1. What does Kevin O'Connell decide to do here? I assume he's going to go for it. He is. And they're going to get a push, and they're going to get it. First down, Minnesota. Four minutes left in this half. McCarthy took that on the QB sneak. Can anyone look up the Packers ever had more punts than completed passes in a game? That is a great question. Look at stats and info on it. Gosh, Matt LaFleur is going to challenge this. Most likely wasted timeout. Matt LaFleur just a touch under 50% success rate on challenges. Feel like the nose of the ball got there right there. But I don't know. So it's beneficial to not play your players to get a mini bye week before the playoffs. That I really love, as much as it's boring to watch Clayton Tune and Keeney James playing this football game. I do like that these guys are getting some rest. 1976? Okay. Against the Bengals, 5 completions and 5 punts. Great. Minnesota first down, by the way. It's going to be a handoff. Mason bounces it outside. He's going to get the first down inside the 10. Trayvon Diggs has been in so far, Corey. He has. Jordan Mason has done a great job for Minnesota this year. Signed there. He was a free agent after his, or did they trade for him? He played last year with San Francisco under center. Play action. McCarthy rolling out to his right. End zone incomplete. Jordan Addison was the intended receiver. And that pass just a little bit too high. That's the one thing I'm noticing about J.J. McCarthy. If he misses throws, he misses them high. Like, that's way high. So where do you think they'll go with quarterback this offseason, Gage, if J.J. McCarthy doesn't come back?
they're in a weird spot because they can't really, they're not up high enough in the draft to pick up anybody.
Yeah.
Unless they go in the later rounds, like Drew Allen might go in the 6th round. I'm
Fair.
not sure.
Play action. McCarthy checks it down, incomplete. .310 left in this half. Third down and goal. Big to stop them here. Empty. Drop it back. Now stepping up. Fires. End zone. Incomplete. So they had first down and goal from the 7. And they're going to end up probably just settling for a field goal right here. Good stand there from Halfley's defense. Corey says, I think they'll make a push for Joe Burrow. I like that hot take. That way, dude, him and KOC, I think, would be pretty damn good together. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Him and Jettas. Oh. That would suck for Green Bay. I'd hate that. Gage, let's do for the rest of the half. How about we do this? We haven't done this since Saturday night against Baltimore. 50-cent raffle tickets. How about it? We will raffle off a Packers jersey. The final game of January is when a Packers jersey will be raffled off. Winner gets to tell me what player they want, tell me what color. We will send it right to you. 50-cent raffle tickets for the rest of this half. That means if you send in a $5 Super Chat or Venmo, that's 10 raffle tickets. Yes, our flock. Yes, yes, yes. I know, seriously. There we go, Corey Graff coming in with a 5. Keeney James takes it back to the 22. And he gets leveled. Yes, I am, Blasian. Yes, I am. So Corey Graff gets 10 raffle tickets right there. Hey, we're 25 super chat away from getting to 100 on supers. Someone sends in a 25. Gage will do a beer bong at halftime. G.I. Joski says, eat some cheese. All right, Gage, go and get the cheese whiz. Under center's tune. Kill at the line. Now we're 20 away from getting to 100 on super chats. Handoff, nowhere to go. Wilson's going to now reverse field twice. He's still going, and he's going to lose about 17 yards on that rush. Bad play by Manuel Wilson. Yikes. Here we go. G.I. Joski. Henry says, do you think trading Willis could be beneficial? Well, Henry, I hate to break it to you. They can't trade him. Hand off Wilson again. He gets 4. Second down and 29. Jeez, that was bad. They can't trade him. He will be a free agent at the end of the season. So If they wanted to trade him, they would have had to do it before November or November 4th, and they can't. 2 minutes left in this half. 2-minute warning. I do think it would be beneficial, though. Would have been. But they can't do it, unfortunately. Vikings shutting out the Green Bay Packers. This game is 6-0. 2 minutes left in this one. Okay, let's go back to the Vikings quarterback discussion, Gage. Joe Burrow, somebody you could see. Has there been any other scuttlebutt about any other quarterbacks or no? Because I don't think they're going to draft anybody. I think they're going to go get somebody free agency. I've heard, you know who I've heard? Aaron Rodgers. Which that would be a little bit of a nightmare for Packer fans to see Aaron Rodgers, to see another legendary Packers quarterback in a Vikings uniform. Yep. But, yes, I have heard Aaron Rodgers. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. He's one of the weird ones. Like, he's in this weird spot where he's been good, but
Yep.
I think he should just retire. I mean, I really like him as how he was with the Packers, but I think it comes to a point where you have to cut your losses. I think he's getting up there in age. That's my view on it, anyways. I would not be happy if he becomes a Viking, though.
Yeah, it would be weird. It would feel very weird.
I think the Vikings are really shooting themselves in the foot by letting Sam Darnold go.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, I think they did too. Corey Graff, great question. Where do you all think Romeo Doubs is going to end up? I think the Buffalo Bills is going to be a great landing spot for him. Also, reminder, we are 15 away now from getting to 100 by halftime. Let's get to 100 by halftime on Super Chats. Romeo Doubs, I think he ends up, if Rodgers stays in Pittsburgh, I think Romeo Doubs ends up in Pittsburgh. Because they need wide receivers. Him and Aaron Rodgers have played together. Obviously, they played together in Green Bay. And so I think that is a potential landing spot for him.
Now, that's the case. You can also beg the question, because he did something similar with the Jets. Really, Alan Lazard moved over there as well with Devontae Adams, and that experiment didn't work out too well. So do you think the experiment will work out well if that thing happens?
I don't know. I just don't know how good Aaron Rodgers can be for the rest of his career. I think that's
the most.
And I don't think Romeo Doubs is going to be ever a wide receiver once.
So he'll be obviously behind DK.
He'd be behind DK.
Yep.
I think he'd be fine.
Maybe Valdez scout him, or
nah, he'd be above MVS. I think he'd be fine. Okay. 3rd and 24. You gotta believe the Packers are just gonna screen or run it here. They don't do either. Tune now rolling out to his right, and he's just gonna throw it out of bounds. They could. Buffalo does need a true receiver one to Gage. Can we put those super chats up? Buffalo does need a number one, but that's like not what Romeo Doubs is. He's not a wide receiver one. Blazier said, do you think he'll be a starter for another team? For sure. He'll be a starter. He'll be a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. I would love that, Corey, to win this game, get some momentum back on the side, but it's more important to rest the guys and get a mini bye week. But a win, I'd take it, man. Corey Graff, or G.I. Joe said eat some cheese. I did. Then we had that Corey Graff, Romeo Doubs question. And that one is fair caught at the 40. J.J. McCarthy up and down first half so far. Packers kind of a down first half so far. It has been a game exactly as we anticipated. We thought it was going to be ugly. It has been ugly. We thought it'd be ugly. It has been ugly. And it is aiming for the under. You are correct. Shotgun from Minnesota. Play action. Now it's going to be a screen. It's a Justin Jefferson. He gets rocked, but he picks up 3 on the first down play. Pass down to the tight end. That's going to be good for a first down. Really? McCarthy checks it down, running back. He's going to get out of bounds. Clock stops just under a minute. 58 seconds left. Vikings have all 3 timeouts. Packers lost one with the challenge. 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion. McCarthy in the gun. 2 receivers each side. Looking to his left. Batted down the line. Almost picked off. Oladapo honestly having himself a game. He's having himself a game. Katan Oladapo, second-year player out of Oregon State. Look, I said it before they did. Great play up there, climbing the ladder, batting that ball down. Atlanta beating the Saints. That one's good for the Carolina Panthers. 3rd and 8, 54 seconds left in the half. McCarthy dropping back. Fires, middle, caught, Naylor. First down and more, down to the 20. Vikings, hurry up. Pick up 27 on 3rd down and 8. Good protection. They do call a timeout. Wow, this genuinely does feel like a preseason game. $15 away from passing 100 on Super Chats. Someone sends in a $15 Super Chat. Gage you to a beer bong at halftime. Do I think Malik Willis is starting next year for another team? Yes, I would almost guarantee it. I'd be shocked if he wasn't. Raiders would be good. Yeah, I could see him being a Raider. Wouldn't be good for him, but it'd be good for them. Shotgun. Play action. McCarthy. He's going to go deep. He's going to go end zone. That's going to be a complete Jordan Addison intended wide receiver. Far missed there. Say it again. Yeah, exactly. It's funny. The Packers, if they lose this game, they're going to end the season 9-7-1, which feels more mediocre than their season has felt. Shotgun, McCarthy, drop it back, rolling out to his right now. Fires, crosses body. What a throw. And that's the part about J.J. McCarthy that always keeps people coming back. For as inaccurate as he can be at times, he can make those plays with his legs to extend it. Sidearm throw, beautifully on the money at the sideline in front of the defensive back. Sometimes he looks like one of the best quarterbacks in football. And most of the times he does not. Four for 6 for 52 yards this drive. Green Bay bring a blitz. It works out. Stopped after about a gain of 3 on the rush. Another timeout taken by Minnesota. Dude, yeah, that Monday night, everybody thought that they were. Yeah. Elijah, we're not putting the costume on, brother. Maybe the playoffs, but not for a game that there's no starters playing. Wow, this game is so long. I formation, Minnesota. Tight end in motion. Handoff, fullback, touchdown, Vikings. They're an extra point away from going up 13-0. CJ Ham put it in the end zone. And that one's good. Point after. Henry says, I'll give you $1 billion here to put on the costume. If we get a 50, I'll put it on. After halftime, I will. If we get a $50 super chat or $50 Venmo, I'll put it on. Yep. Blasian says, I think we need to blitz more. Yeah, I mean, maybe. That one's nailed down in the end zone. And you can imagine, Clayton Tune's going to come out here and just kneel it down. Derek said, statistic, what is the most commercials in a quarter, half, or a game? Feels like whatever this one is. Second quarter did pick up. First quarter, it felt like there was a commercial every 5 seconds. I mean, it's been an hour and 24 minutes, first half of a game that should not be as long. Okay, it's halftime. I'm going to go grab something to eat. Y'all are going to stay with Gage, hang out with him for a little while. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Halftime deal, per usual, dollar raffle tickets. Every dollar sent in at halftime is a raffle entry. Remember, if someone sends it a 50, I will put on the Baby Yoda costume. All right, y'all have fun with Gage. I will see you in a little bit.
How's it going, guys? How we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? At halftime, it's 13-0 Vikings. I know not what you guys want to see. But I'll say this. You did not... I mean, we're not expected to... If we win this game, nothing much changes in the standings. If we lose, nothing much changes in the standings. So it's okay to give these guys some rest and get recuperated and ready for the playoffs next week. So we have every dollar sent in during halftime is a raffle ticket. And we'll do a Go Pack Go chant for you guys as well. Let me know down below in the comments what your thoughts have been so far in this game. Pretty quiet so far, I'll say, in the comment section. How's it going, Teddy? Shout out to undefeated Ryan K's cat. Still want to win 4 games losing streak? No thanks. I got you. I completely understand that. Go Pack Go from Las Cruces, New Mexico, says Derek Gallard. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right. Las Cruces or Las Cruces? One of the two? Cruces? Still want to win. 4-game losing streak going into the playoffs? No thanks. I completely understand where you're coming from that point, but all I'll say is this. Yes, it's not a good momentum going into the playoffs if that is the case. However, if you look at it, this other point, a lot of people saying DRF in the poll that I just put out for what you would grade. Also put in what your thoughts are in the first half down below as well. I'll just say this, that we knew going into this game that it was not going to be a pretty sight to see. That the game itself was not going to be pretty, and the Packers and Matt LaFleur are probably more looking forward to who their next opponent will be. Either the Bears or the Philadelphia Eagles in Chicago or in Philadelphia. And I personally would rather play the Bears because you've beaten the Bears, yet you haven't beaten the Eagles. And if that's the case, you know how to beat them once, you can do it again, and you almost beat them at their home field. So I feel pretty good about beating the Bears in Chicago. And even though their record, if they go out with a loss, which is what's probably going to happen, I will say this. I don't feel too bad about going into the playoffs a 9-7-1 record. I know you guys might be thinking differently on this, but I think that I think that they'll have a good chance. I really do. I mean, they've proven that. I mean, they're a very sneaky dark horse type of team. If you look at scores from around the league, this one, the Saints-Falcons game, is looking huge between who will go to the playoffs between the Panthers and the Buccaneers. And right now, it's all looking good if you're a Carolina Panthers fan. Falcons leading 10-7. If the Saints were to win this game, then the Buccaneers would go to the playoffs. But if the Falcons win, then the Panthers go to the playoffs. Both teams with an 8-9 record, mind you. So a team with a losing record will make the NFL playoffs this year and host the first round game next weekend in the wild card round. And then Colts-Texans. Pretty high-scoring game, 20-17. Houston with a lead, about ready to kick off to Indianapolis. And then halftime between Cleveland and Cincinnati. Browns up 14-12. And if you're a Browns fan, do you want to win this game? I don't think you do. If you want to play for a draft pick. Meanwhile, Titans getting blown out by the Jags. And if the Jags win that one, they win the AFC South and possibly a chance to move up in the AFC standings and in the AFC playoff picture. And then we also have, obviously, Packers down 13-0 over to the Vikings. Jets-Bills later tonight. The last regular season game for the Bills in Highmark Stadium before they move to their new stadium next season. Cowboys-Giants. Giants up 16-10. Why the Packers only throw the ball 5 times in the first half, says Bite Down 76-74. Well, that's because they don't really trust Clayton Tune, and I don't blame them. As we got $2 super chat coming in, you think we'll win if the Bears next week? I think we will beat the Bears. I feel really good about it. You know, Jordan Love back. Jeff Hafley's defense was really solid against the Bears going in the first 3 quarters of that game. Because even without Micah Parsons, you got to remember Micah Parsons was not in that game. Yeah, we're going to the playoffs with a losing streak, but all it takes is just this team very well. This team struggles against this team. The Bears have struggled in the playoffs. They don't have the best playoff track record as of late. So I feel really good about going into Soldier Field and stealing a victory. That's what I would say. We'll get a $2 super chat up here as Chris Lopez, you'll get 2 raffle tickets for our January jersey raffle. Pull that up here for you there. Chris Lopez coming with the $2 super chat. You think we'll beat the Bears next week, I'm assuming? Yeah, I really do. I feel like there's a chance where the Green Bay Packers can steal a win. I mean, remember, they were the first 7 seed since this playoff format came out to be a 2 seed. They did against the Cowboys back a few years ago. And I think that the fact that they almost swept the season series against the Bears this year, to me, proves that they can go out there and give them a run for their money. I believe our defense, it's our offense that's going to have to do something. Yeah, I'll say this: the offense, I'm not too worried about because they're not looking too good right now. But you got to remember, Clayton Tune is your quarterback right now in this game. It's not going to be Jordan Love. He is your backup. And once the playoffs kick off next week, I am sure that they'll stick with a traditional format of Jordan Love with the backup being Malik Willis, which I think we all can agree Malik Willis kind of proved himself last week against the Ravens, what he can do. So I'm not too worried about that at all. So I am saying that if it ends up being a backup situation where the Packers need to rely on their backup quarterback, I would not be opposed. As another $2 comes in from SRM Scott, Bears fan cheering for Detroit for obvious reasons. So I take it that the Bear fans are scared of the Packers. That's how I take it. Wow. What a surprise there. Bears fans scared to play the Packers. And only one time has Matthew Golden been targeted. And like we said, the only reason why for that to happen is because only 5 passing attempts in the game for Clayton Tune. As we look at we look at the team matchup between the stats so far as we reach halftime, 12 total yards for the Green Bay Packers. 12 in a half in the first 30 minutes of the football game compared to 244. They have more than, let's say, I'm trying to think of the right phrase for that. They have squared the amount of yards that the Packers have. 244 yards compared to 12. That is unbelievable. And that kind of shows you how much more the offense has been struggling, because I feel like if Jordan Love or Malik Willis is in the game, there'll be more opportunities for the game will be a little more even. Or a little more dominant by the Vikings side, by the Packers side, because Minnesota does not really look that good offensively. I mean, J.J. McCarthy had a few good throws, but besides that, it's been really... This is bad play calling, giving him a chance. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean for a JJ, or are you referring to Clayton Tune? Because I feel like JJ, it's not much bad play calling for the Vikings. It's just JJ is really not hitting his shots. Like, any of those deep shots, he overshoots his men by 5 feet too high, even though they try to climb the ladder. Yeah, Baron Sorrell, I'll say this. He's really impressed me so far in this game. Him and Colin Oliver both been having good games. And I'm excited to see what they can do going forward. I mean, look also at Trayvon Diggs making his debut with the Packers. Colin Oliver has been really, really good. I'm not going to lie. Also, Oladapo has been really good as well. I really like seeing how he's been playing. He's been all over the ball. I don't know about that bite down. I mean, he's been a few of the passes I've seen him throw. It's been hit or miss. Yeah, I'll put the Baron Sorrell stats for you guys. I know he's another name you guys are looking at. You find where he is on here in our. Here he is. He's up near the top. 4 tackles, 1 TFL, 0 sacks, and 0 QB hits. But it's still though, I feel like he's been pretty good. I mean, I think that the reason why they're not passing the ball too much, I think, is because they don't trust Clayton Tune, which, like, I'm not fine with. But I mean, Chris Brooks has really impressed me as well. I'll say that. But I'll say this also: the defense has been really impressive to me as well. And we also have Colin Oliver, 2 QB hits in the game for him today, making his Packers debut. And there we go, a $10 super chat from Grandpa Fournier. Mud Dogs are going to the Bourbon Bowl. I love that. South Central Louisiana State, SCLSU. The Mud Dogs going to the Bourbon Bowl with Bobby Boucher. I love it. And with that, you get $10 You get 10 raffle tickets, my friend, sent your way for a Green Bay Packers, or enter into a Green Bay Packers jersey raffle for the month of January. And we'll take a look. We'll take a look at some of these super chats. First, this $2 reset from Kane Dynasty. Bears fan cheering for Detroit for obvious reasons, because he is scared of the Packers. Because the Bears still suck. So how many total yards did the Packers have? Again, just 12 total yards for the Green Bay Packers so far on offense this game. Kingsley Enagbare, yeah, I mean, I don't mind him as a depth piece, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't mind Colin Oliver as a depth piece for this team. I really liked what he's done. Now it's only a $10 that was sent in by Grandpa Fournia.
There we go.
And you will like what he says. It's awesome. I think it's our first time. But I love it. I really do.
Mud Dogs are going to the Bourbon Bowl. There we go.
South Central Louisiana State, baby.
There we go. South Central Louisiana State.
I love it. I love it.
To the Bourbon Bowl, says Grandpa 40. Hey, Grandpa. $5 super chat gets you in on the biker gang, on the Helmet Hall of Fame Club. You get your name on a sticker onto the Green Bay Packers biker helmet.
You know what else, Joey? Bear fans are scared of the Packers.
Yeah, they are. Appreciate you, Grandpa. Really do.
Because look at this. Bears fan.
Kane says, Bears fan cheering for Detroit for obvious reasons. Yeah. You're scared. You're scared.
He's scared. He's scared of the Packers.
You're scared, Kane. I get it. You're scared, brother.
Then we got this from Chris Lopez.
Saying, you think we'll win the Bears next week? Yes, Chris, I do. I think if you play Chicago, I think you beat Chicago. Caleb Williams never started a playoff game in his career. I just think that, like, you have the experience, even though you're hurt a little bit. You don't have all your guys. I think you
almost beat them last time.
Almost beat them last time with no Micah Parsons. Should have beat him. Romeo Doubs fields an onside kick. Hell, Romeo Doubs fields an onside kick.
You would have won that game.
You're playing your starters right now.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to win the division. And get a home game. But alas, he didn't. -3 passing yards in that first half. 12 total yards. Gage, do the Packers end with over 100 yards this game?
No.
Do they end with over 50?
I'd say over 30. They'll end with over 30.
You don't think over 50?
I don't think over 50.
I'll take the over 50. I'll take it. And we are back. And this one is taken out from the 5 down to the 30 by Kenny James. Yeah, I would be happy with the defense as well. 13 points with your second stringers against Minnesota starters. Yeah. And up the middle, Wilson, good for 2. Last year, Green Bay was in this similar position, decided not to rest starters against Chicago. Christian Watson tore his ACL. They're making the correct decision here. Single back formation, Tune under center. Wilson again. He's got the first down, baby. Move the chains. Move the chains. Boom. Jordan, just take the helmet off, bro. Get comfy. Christian Watson just hanging out, no helmet on. Play action, Tune rolling out to his right. Fires, and he hits him. Kenny James on the catch, good for about a gain of 6.5. Drew says Jordan Love might go in. No, he won't. Unless Clayton Tune gets hurt, Jordan Love will not be going in. Second and 3. Love under center. Handoff. Wilson. First down again for the Packers. Still on his feet. Down past the 40-yard line to the 38. Green Bay's first time crossing the 50 so far. Jaden Reed is now in after Bo Melton's injury. Interesting. Tune under center again. Stretch play. Wilson. He's had himself a good half so far. Gets about 5 on that carry. Second and 5. Green Bay in field goal range. It's funny. I have to have the roster up today like I do in preseason because there's so many of these players I don't know. Probably a lot. Under center's Tune. Brooks in at tailback. Kenny James in motion. Pitch. Brooks. Nowhere to go. Hit behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 3 for Green Bay. Third down and 8. It's going to be in the hands of Clayton Tune here on third down. See if they can keep this drive going. If not, it's going to be about a 55-yard field goal. See if McManus has the leg for it. Shotgun. Twins each side. Third down and 8. Brooks in the shotgun with 2. Minnesota bringing forward Tune. He's going to get dropped for a sack. Dallas Turner again, his second sack of the game. And that just looked like a broken up play, and Green Bay now is out of field goal range. And that is exactly why you don't want Jordan Love to be playing. Taking hits like that. Oh my gosh. And Jordan Morgan just got embarrassed at left tackle. First round picks in the same year, last season, Dallas Turner. A little bit higher to Minnesota. And then, of course, Jordan Morgan midway through the 20s to Green Bay. To Green Bay. Fair catch. Inside the 15 for Minnesota. 5 minutes off the clock on that first drive from Green Bay. We got to give a quick shout out to our awesome sponsor of today's show, our great friends over at Underdog. Football season is about to enter the most exciting time of the year, the postseason. And Underdog is still the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. Download the app today and use promo code Packers Report if you want to score $75 in bonus entries. All you got to do is play your first $5. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Here is my Underdog lineup for today's game. I got the higher on Justin Jefferson, 71.5 receiving yards. That one not looking bad at this current point. However, I got the higher on J.J. McCarthy, 1.5 passing touchdowns. He has 0 so far. Matthew Golden, I don't even think has a catch, Gage. So that half a receiving or rushing touchdown. Not looking great. Download the Underdog app and use promo code Packers Report. Score $75 in bonus entries. When you play your first $5, that's promo code Packers Report. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing-good-terms_DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. We are 29 subs away from hitting 23,100 subscribers. Make sure you guys, hey, if we get there before this next drive is over. 29 subs more. Before the next drive is over, I'll do a cheese with shot. How about that? How about that? I'll do a cheese with shot. 29 more subscribers. That is all we need. Joe Milton in at quarterback, taking over for Dak Prescott against the New York Giants. Yeah, it's a good idea. Gage, I think we're just going to do this for the rest of the game. Matthew Golden, 1 target, 0 catches today. It's going to round out the regular season of a rookie year, a little bit more disappointing than anticipated. Justin Jefferson, screen pass, good for 8 yards. Good day for Jay Jettis, crossed the 1,000-yard mark. Only 2 touchdowns on the season, though, for him. J.J. McCarthy's coming out. His day is done. So it's going to be Max Brosmer against Clayton Tune. 2nd and 2. Single back formation. Addison in motion. Kill at the line. Hand off. First down, Vikings. So he pulled himself out of that game. If you didn't know, he was dealing with a hand fracture going into this one. Takes himself out. I don't think so, Corey. Unfortunately. I would love that, but I don't think so. Shotgun, Brosmer. Fires. He hits his man, Justin Jefferson, for 9 yards on first down. Followed through on a throw. Hit it on the top of a Giants defender. Hairline fracture in his throwing hand. I formation for Minnesota. Run coming right here. Addison in motion. Handoff. Mason tried to bounce it out. Could not get out of the clutches. Looks like that was Shamar Bartholomew. Came up from the practice squad this week. Shotgun 3rd and 2 from Minnesota. Trips right. They have the ball at the 33-yard line. Chetta's in motion. Now going to the other side. Brosmer dropping back. Stepping up. Trying to avoid a sack. Get back to the line of scrimmage. He does, but it's Barron Sorrell that makes the play right there. Corey says he has the speed of Debo, but they won't use him. Corey, I'll tell you this. He's faster than Debo. So they say it appears he's struggling to hold the football right now. That is J.J. McCarthy. Likely that his day is over, and we're going to get Clayton Tune and Max Brosmer for the rest of this one. 13-0 here in Minneapolis. Barron Sorrell, I've been very, very impressed with him so far. Very, very impressed with Barron Sorrell. Feel like he's easily had the best game of all. Let's see where he's at. 7 tackles, 1 sack, tackle for loss, QB hit. Yeah, I'm all for that. Giants just score against the Cowboys. I'm sure our Giants Now host is not happy about that. J.J. McCarthy officially questionable return with a hand injury. Atlanta, New Orleans battling. Funny, not battling for their own fate, battling for somebody else's fate in that one. Yeah, I did. Corey Graff says, I'm not going to label him a bust, but geez, need to get him more involved. Yeah, he's not a bust because every time they throw the ball to him, it's awesome. They're just not getting the ball to him, man. James Pierce Jr., another sack. Yep. And we are back in Minnesota. What do you mean? Pitch. Brooks. Clock is stopped. There's a flag. False start. So they're down 13. They start with the ball on the 12. Get a false start. Now the ball is at the 7. Tune rolling out, pump faking. He's going to keep it himself, and he'll scramble. 15 yards for the first down. All right, Clayton Tune. Get yourself a little Heisman pose. How about it? A little Heisman pose. Dude, if I were a college football player, anytime I made any play, I'm hitting with this. Even if I play for like Norfolk State as a linebacker. If I get a tackle for loss, I'm bang. Trayvon's been doing pretty well, Corey. Pitch. Brooks cuts it up the middle. Good gain, about 7. Get down to 30. I feel like people are counting out the Packers too easily in the postseason, if I'm being honest. Like, I feel really good about the fact that they have Jordan Love. Like, I could see them winning 2 games. Let's think about it. Actually, let's talk about this commercial. 2nd and 3, pistol. Play action. Handoff. Chris Brooks, first down. Brooks has had a great game all the way down to the 39-yard line. 2 times the Packers offense have had the football in this half. They've looked decently competent. Really? Tell him we are on the verge of falling asleep. Another pitch. This time it's Wilson in. He gets 4. Man, that'd be awesome. They just ran out the clock for the rest of this quarter. Uh-oh, that's not going to go over well. First and 10 for Green Bay. Manuel Wilson got 6 on that last carry. Running the football very, very well this drive. Have not attempted a pass yet. Ran a pass play, but no pass was thrown. 5 rushes, 0 passes, 38 yards. Matthew Golden in motion. Play action. Clayton Tune almost falls, rolls out to his left, and he's just going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. I would not mind seeing them involve Matthew Golden a little bit more. Wouldn't mind it one bit, man. Try to make this game a little more interesting. Someone sends me a $20 super chat or Venmo. I'll chug this lemon lime happy dad. Just trying to make this game a little more interesting for Gage and myself. 3:30 left in the third quarter. Tune, pitch, backwards. It's Brooks again. And he gets maybe a yard. He does roll in. To the back of Darian Kennard. Looks like he got up and he's good. Hey, 72 yards already this half, Gage. Suck it. Gage took the under 30. I took the over 50. Yeah, regardless. Hey, why is CJ Stroud sitting? And they're going to sack him on 3rd down and 9. Theo Jackson with the sack there. Fun fact about your boy. Let's see if it's still true to this day. Theo Jackson follows me on Instagram. It's because when he played for Tennessee, I worked for the team. So me and Theo, I like Theo a lot. He's, yeah, we're not still, but he was awesome. He was very good to me. Minute 52 left in this third quarter. Very, very quick quarter right there, Gage. Keep it going. I am in agreement. Okay, let's talk playoffs. Let me find an NFL playoff bracket. Okay. So, what it would be is, as of right now, okay, you would play the winner, most likely, okay? Most likely play the winner of Eagles, Rams. Dude, if you beat in the second round. No, Seahawks are awaiting the 5-4 matchup. No, Seahawks await the 5-4 matchup. Oh, no, you do reseed. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you're right. That sucks. So if you win, you would play Seattle. That is correct. Because you do reseed. Good catch there, Gage. I feel good about beating the Bears. Hell, I'd feel good about beating the Eagles if you got to play them in the second round. I don't know how I would feel about beating the Seattle Seahawks without Micah Parsons. That would be tough, Gage.
If we somehow beat the Seahawks in the divisional round, I know this is like looking way into the future. How do you feel about the conference title game? Because it'll probably be either the Rams or the Niners, I would say.
Yeah, probably. Don't want to have to play the Seahawks, but that's what you have to do. That is what you have to do, ladies and gentlemen. No, Misty, this game does not matter. Does not matter. I have a feeling Seattle would be very, very, that'd be a very, very good game for Seattle, in my opinion. Ryan Flores, 7-man pressure against Clayton Tune on that third down. That's hilarious. We're back. Bros were under center. Another good punt from Whelan. It's going to be a handoff stretch play up the gut. He's going to get to 10 yards. They're talking about Jeff Hafley being a head coaching candidate. It would be fatal. It really would be. And that one's going to be a check down the tight end, first down. What's up, LaRoche? Good to see you. I would almost look, if you play the Bears, you know what I would do, Gage? I don't like to use this word a lot. Guess what word it is? No, the G word. I would almost guarantee a win. I know that sounds crazy, but I'd feel very good, man. I really would. About you beating Chicago. I get it. They just beat you. But still, man. Handoff. Vikings. Gain of 5. Gage, feel free to put yourself up on screen with me for the rest of this game. We'll just kind of be chopping it up. Because this game technically does not matter. 27 seconds left in this quarter. Second and 4. Got to feel like it's probably the last play. Told you, Gage. Oh, they're just going to take it actually to the end of the quarter. Here we go. Put your 4s up. This will be the last fourth quarter this entire year that we are not nervous, that we do not have a pit in our stomachs. So get those 4s up, ladies and gentlemen. Type those 4s. Type those 4s. I see Indy and Lonnie getting down there in the comment section. Rob
Defeated Ryan K.
Tweeted out, this is a great tweet. He said, whoever was QB today had one job. Stay on the field so Jordan Love didn't have to play. Through 3 quarters, Tuna has done that. That's why he's only thrown 6 times.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
It's perfect. 100% agree.
People are complaining that, like, in the comments I'm hearing people saying that Tune should throw the ball more. They should be more play apps, more throwing, more passing plays. I don't agree with that.
Yeah. Also, did you see Nick Marsh, Indiana?
No.
Wow. It's a big pickup for them.
Really?
Yeah. Corey, TPS Sports here on YouTube thinks Dan Quinn might be fired. If that happens and Hafley goes to be a head coach, I see Quinn coming to Green Bay. I would love Dan Quinn.
I think it'd be nice.
I don't think he's going to get fired, though. Who says that? TPS Sports. What is that?
Total Pro Sports.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Total. Yeah, they're very. The thing about it is, it was more the injury that kind of hurt the Commanders more than anything else.
Yeah. It's fair. Yeah, Total Pro Sports. You're right. Yeah, I don't necessarily buy that. I'm sorry. I don't think he's going to. He took him to the NFC Championship game a year ago, and his starting star quarterback was hurt for,
and you're relying on
8 games.
Marcus Mariota, who hasn't been good since college.
But appreciate the $5 super chat, Corey. Thanks so much, man. J-Dub, I do not know. Alex says, did Malik leave? No. But he will at the end of the season because he'll be a free agent. Oh, that's cool.
This game is so annoying.
So 15 minutes left. So we are put out of our misery. And the regular season is officially over. Crazy stuff, man. Play action. Roser's got a good play action to him. Good ball from the Minnesota quarterback. Down to the 40 goes Justin Jefferson. Any concern going into next week, losing 4 straight? No, SR. Obviously, I would. That's a great question. Obviously, I'd rather go into a game not on a 4-game losing streak, but I would take a losing streak and a bye week in between. And that's what you're getting. This is a bye. This is a bye week. Jordan Love, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Zach Tom, Rasheed Walker, Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker, Xavier McKinney, Josh Jacobs. All those guys are not playing. Sean Ryan, Aaron Banks. Those guys aren't in this ball game. So, yeah, I would take a 4-game losing streak if it means you get technically a bye in between. Yeah, I'm cool with it too. Handoff, 5-yard carry. One of my buddies, we were talking about Tennessee. He just texted and said, also, today is a beautiful day in Knoxville, so you couldn't ask for a better day for guys visiting from the transfer portal. And I said, yeah, Matt, I'm sure they care about the weather. Shotgun Brosmer. He's going to throw this one. He goes going to go deep, and that's going to be incomplete. There is a flag, though. Did not turn around and play the ball. It's going to be pass interference. First down. Sorry, not laughing at that. Laughing at something my dumb friends are saying in our group of text right now. Corey says, I think the media has definitely been unfair to Pete Carroll as well. He needs another year, and that offensive line for the Raiders is atrocious. I don't know, man. I think they're probably being unfair, but if I'm Las Vegas, I'm cutting bait. I'm just like, Luke, dude, it's not going to work. Would that be 2 straight coaches, though, for them, Gage, that were one-and-dones?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so, too.
It's been a bad stretch for them.
It has been. Brosmer under center. They now have the ball at the 22-yard line. Handoff, stretch play, down now inside the 20 barely.
I mean, you can say it's been the Packers that they're going 9-7-1, but I feel like that's a record that's kind of, if you look at it just by the record alone, that's underrated for the team that they really have out in the field. Like they're a talented team.
Yep. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Ooh, is that an offsides? Might be. Brosmer delivers, dropped. Yeah, offsides on the defense. Thought so. Second and 2 for Minnesota. 12:50 left in this ballgame. New Orleans is in the red zone. The pucker meter is rising in both Carolina and Tampa Bay. Shuck under center. Oh, excuse me, wrong game. Handoff, Brosmer. That's going to be a first down, Minnesota. Third down and 1 for Minnesota. Kennedy's hanging out with us. Everybody say hello to my lovely wife. She's just dropping in to say hello. She's very much enjoyed the last couple days I've had off. Playoff season, she might not enjoy as much. Play action, rolling out, dump down. First down inside the 10. Minnesota goes. They'll have first and goal from around the 7. Travis saying hey, so is Ryan. What I want to happen, Gage, is this. I want the Packers to get the ball back, whether it's a stop or whatever. I want them to run the clock down to 5 minutes left, and I want the Minnesota Vikings to then run the clock out from there. Wow, could you guess how many passing yards the Packers have? You saw negative 13? How?
Sacks?
Do sacks count against pass yards in the NFL?
I think they do.
I guess I get confused because sacks count against rushing yards in college football.
Yeah. They think a 20-yard sack or something like that at one point.
Multiple sacks. What do you think they should count against? I don't think they should count against passing yards. I don't think they should count against rushing yards. I think they should count against total yards. That's what I think.
I agree. That's a weird category to put it in.
Because it wasn't a pass, but he also wasn't trying to run the football.
You just sit in the pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got to be his own standalone stat, maybe. Just like sack, lost yardage or something like that.
I think it just should go against total yards at the end. Like, I feel like that's like an easy way to fix that.
Yeah.
Yep, could not agree more, Fatal. Rosemer, first and goal, sitting in the pocket, and he's going to trip himself up. And the ball came out. Baron Sorrell recovers it. Packers make a stop. Wow. What happened? What happened? What happened? Ruling on the play is a fumble. Yeah, so he thought he was pushed down. He tripped, or he thought he was just down because he hit the ground. Then he steps up. Then he gets hit. And Baron Sorrell recovers it. Call on the field's a fumble recovered by the Packers.
Let us know. Was it a fumble below? Yes or no?
I think it was a fumble. What do you think?
I think it was too. Yeah.
Okay, we've looked at NFC North playoff picture a lot. Let's look at AFC, or not NFC North playoff picture. Let's look at AFC playoff picture. Gage, let's talk about who we believe is like a sleeper team in the AFC, okay? Right now, the 1 seed is the Denver Broncos. 2 seed is the New England Patriots. 3 is the Jacksonville Jaguars. 4 is the Steelers, but could be the Ravens if they win tonight. And then 5, 6, 7 is Texans, Chargers, Bills. Who do you think right there is a sleeper team? And reminder, Baltimore can be added into this because if they win tonight, they're in. But of the 8 teams you're looking at right there, who's a team you could see surprisingly make noise? Who's a team you could see surprisingly lose early?
So I can see Denver or New England either losing early.
I could see New England losing in the first round.
I could see them losing to the Bills.
I actually think I would pick them to lose in the first round.
Yes, I could not agree more. And I would say the team that would be my sneaky team, I'm going with Jacksonville. They've been riding on a great momentum recently, and especially they've been playing under the radar. Nobody's really been talking much about them, and those are the teams that are really scary to watch out for.
I'll tell you this. I think that the Texans might be mine.
Really?
And I hate the Texans. But their defense reminds me a lot of the Eagles of last year.
Oh, that's right,
Just
yeah.
elite defensive front. So I wouldn't be surprised
Anderson, yeah.
if they come in there and they make some moves. And they really cause some hell in the playoffs, and they win a game or two, maybe make an AFC championship as a wild card team.
Either way, we think an AFC South team. I think we can agree an AFC South team's going to make some noise this playoffs.
See. So, we're back from commercial. Call on the field is confirmed. It is a fumble. Wow. First turnover of 2026 for your Green Bay Packers. Tune, and he gets sacked. Tune lost to 7. What a play there from this Green Bay Packers defense. It was Britton Cox Jr. and then Baron Sorrell recovered it. Heads up play right there. Wow, Riley Leonard in there throwing darts. Yes. Tune dropping back, firing. Golden caught. They're actually, I think, going to say incomplete. He did not come down with the pass. Golden is having a rougher game. 2 targets, no catches. I agree, JC. I agree. Could not agree more, in fact. Literally, could not. Man, Brian Flores is going to make a hell of a head coach somewhere. Yeah, he's going to be great. Shotgun, Packers, 3rd and 20. Got to just run the football here, man. They're not. Tune dropping back, rolling out, checking it down. Wilson gets back to the 20. That's it. Say it again? No, what'd she make? Oh, is that the thing with That's awesome. That rocks. Spencer, $2. Is Halfley's job on the line if we go one and done? No, it's not. No, it's not. Because they lost the best defensive player in football. That's it. In fact, I mean, his job might be on the line. The fact that he don't have a job because he's going to be a head coach somewhere. He's a very, very top candidate in these head coaching searches. So if Halfley is not back in Green Bay next year, it will not be because Green Bay doesn't want him back. It will be because another team wants him in their city a little bit more and wants him to be their head coach. So 3rd quarter went by like this. 4th quarter creeping along a little bit more. What happened with the Saints game? Did they not score a touchdown? Did they settle for a field goal? Or did they turn it over? I forget what it was. I thought it was a 1st and goal, like the 1-yard line. Okay, they settle for a field goal. Yes, let's do it. Good call. Forgot about that. Real quick, we got to give you a real quick update and shout out to our awesome sponsor of today's show. The reason you're watching it for free, it's our great friends over at Underdog. Football season is about to enter the most important time of the year, and Underdog is still the best place to get in on all the action. Let's cut to the chase. If you want $75 in bonus entries, all you got to do is download the app, use promo code PackersReport, and play your first $5 line. That's it. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players go higher or lower on stats like rushing yards, receptions, touchdowns, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Here's my Underdog lineup for today's game. At the higher on Justin Jefferson. That one was good. Other than that, don't even need to talk about it. Really bad day for you, boy. Download the Underdog app today and use promo code PackersReport to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That is promo code PackersReport. Underdog, make picks, win money. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/playing good terms _DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369. Indianapolis and Houston did not see this one being a shootout.
I'm all for it. Honestly.
I guess so.
Is this like a coming out game for Riley Leonard, do you think?
No.
No?
I wonder what's going to happen with Daniel Jones. Also, speaking of Daniels, Daniel Whalen punts over the last month. The 3 weeks prior, guess how many he had?
2.
1. Guess how many he has today?
5.
8. Yeah. 8 punts today
That
for Daniel Whalen.
kind of proves it. They haven't turned the ball over yet, have they?
Nope.
Green Bay? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hand off. Mason. Nice run for the running back. Good for about a gain of 17. Uh-oh. Looks like a Packers player was rolling around on the ground injured. And I think it was, oh no, was it Javon Bullard? Please no. Please no. Please no. Oh no, it is Javon Bullard. No. Why is he in the game? Javon Bullard's hurt on the ground.
Why put him in the game?
Why is Bullard in the game, dude? You are just losing.
You were about
Guys
9 minutes
left
away
and
from
right.
surviving.
You lost Zane Anderson and Kamal Haddon last week. You lost Bo Melton earlier in the game. You just had to sign Trayvon Diggs. And now you're about to lose Javon Bullard. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, that sucks. Get every starter off the game, off the field. Every starter, get them off the field.
Just put in the practice squad, guys, at this point. I don't know if you're allowed to or not, but...
Javon Bullard slow to get off the field. But he's going in the medical tent. Sucks. Oh, man, that really sucks. Cannot afford to lose him. Cannot afford to lose him. Myles Garrett has now set the NFL single season record for sacks. 23. Did you see the tweet of how many Alabama players have transferred since Kalen DeBoer was fired? Could you guess? No, since he was hired, excuse me. 66. Handoff again. Mason breaking tackles, bouncing it out to the left. He's got the first down across the 50, stiff arm down to the 40. Big run for Jordan Mason. Yeah, who's saying put in Jordan Love? No. Did we? That's fine. Hand off again, Mason. Okay, Gage. After this, we'll go off and just hit. Um, yeah, great. No, I'm working on a thumbnail right now. And that one is check down, first down, Minnesota on 2nd and 5. Bullard is out of the injury tent, has his helmet in hand. Don't know what his status is. Diggs is doing fine, B-Fat. He's doing all right. Dude, put anybody else in a quarterback. How about we just shake hands and say, let's just wrap this thing up? How about that? I'd be good with that. Brosmer screens it down. Chandler, first down. Nothing new on Bullard. He's out of the tent, helmet in hand. That's it, unfortunately. First and 10, handoff. Mason bounces it outside. Breaking tackles down to the 22-yard line. So we knew this game didn't matter going into it, and it doesn't. It just kind of is what it is. It's the state of the season so far. I would way rather rest players than have guys play in this game. Thought they should have been resting Javon Bullard, but they didn't. He got hurt. We'll keep you updated on that. Bullard's questionable return with a knee injury. So I better not see him again. Rose, incomplete pass. Looking at the end zone. 3rd and 10 for the Vikings. €5, says Christian Malley. Next week will be interesting. I'm pumped up about it, dude. Absolutely pumped up. Cannot wait to see who this team plays. The backfield, Chandler can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th down and 12. Vikings going to have a field goal to put it up 16. Okay, Gage, I'll get those weigh-ins in. No, that's fine. You can put in a photo. Sweet, that's what it's going to be. Alrighty, sorry. I had to get some stuff done for the post game. Christian could not agree more. Next week will be very, very interesting, my friend. Cannot wait for it. We're going to have that stream right here on the Packers Report. Manuel Wilson on the return all the way down to the 40-yard line. Good return for the Packers. I hope we play the Bears too, Corey. I miss Malik as well. Would have made this game a lot more fun. 2 and under center. Pitch backwards. Brooks. Good for 3. I got to believe that no matter what happens, this will be the last time the Green Bay Packers touch the ball offensively. I got a feeling this game is going to end on this drive, or they're just going to run out the clock. They'll just run the clock out. The Vikings will if they punt it away. Timeout, Minnesota. What the hell? Ugh. Oh, that's why. Take Harrison Smith out. Good for him, man. I know he's a Viking. I know we're supposed to hate him, but Harrison Smith's a good dude. He's a great dude. Matthew Golden gets the ball on 2nd down and 7. He gets the first down. Yeah, we got Gage on that, Fatal. Appreciate you. So did Bo Melton come back in after the game? I don't think he did. Second down and 5 for Green Bay. No, Rania. Malik Willis will be ready to go by the time the playoffs start. I'm pretty sure. Pretty positive. And if not, they'll sign somebody else, another quarterback. Another one. Handoff. 2nd and 5. That turns to 3rd and 1, and that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left in this game. Thank the Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, our final 2-minute warning of the regular season. Packers down 16. They'll have a 3rd and 1. But the real thing, like, I will be watching more intently to the Bears and the Eagles games than I was with this ball game. Okay, I'll be honest with you. This is the worst vibe to go in the postseason with, in my opinion. It's not today's game per se. It's the last few weeks. Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, I don't disagree. I do believe, though, you got Jordan Love, man. That's good enough for me. I got a lot of faith in Jordan Love, dude. Wow. Colts beating the Texans now. So does that mean if the Bills win, will they go up to the 5 seed? If the Bills and Chargers, the Chargers lose, Bills win? Need to get healthy. That's what's great about this bye week, man. Yep. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Pitch backwards on 3rd and 1. To the outside goes Wilson. He's just going to step out of bounds. Josh Wiley brought down after about a gain of 3. Great.
Yeah, I agree with you, Corey. The NFC South division as a whole is trash. It's been very down, like a really weird season for the NFC South. He's gonna play another year. Archman will play one more year.
Yeah, Archie's going to play another year. Hopefully this will be the last play of the game. It won't be. But they get the first down. This next one will be the last play. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here as soon as this game ends. Hey, we will see you next week live for whoever the Green Bay Packers will play in the first round of the playoffs. Manuel Wilson's going to try to reverse field, make something out of nothing. He can't. Whether it's the Bears, whether it's the Eagles, we will be live right here on the channel for an hour of build-up. It's going to be a ton of fun. Was there a timeout called? Green Bay called timeout. Unbelievable. Reminder, Engage, you don't have to put this up. If the Bears win, you'll play the Bears. If the Bears lose and the Eagles lose, you'll play the Bears. But if the Bears lose and the Eagles win, you play the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs. All of those both those games will be on the roll. Fatal. It is a January. I set up I've been saying all stream. It's a January raffle. So last game of the month, we will raffle that off. The January jersey raffle. Clayton Tune rolling out to his right. Fires. Almost picked off. 4th down and 6. They're going to settle for a field goal, and then they're going to kick it off. What losers. So gross.
I would just have ran the ball and let the clock run out. That's what I would have done. Just move on to get ready for the next game, for the playoffs.
4th down. They are going for it. That's good at least. And they're not going to get it. Ball's going to go to Minnesota's. Yeah, they'll stop the clock to go over. They won't. Oh. Wait, they called timeout at the 1 second mark to try to get themselves on the board. Nope, that was 3rd down. They had it wrong up there. Up, and they get on the board. Crazy. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to do it for today's show. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Have a video up in about 25 minutes, 20 minutes. We're going to have video up later today around 6:20 Central, and then we'll have you covered all week long, okay? Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We'll see you this weekend, no matter who it's against. We'll be live hour before kickoff. Shout out Producer Gage. My name is Joey Petersen. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.